that'll make our right now our lives a lot.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Tony Fuentes here at Parsons High School, along with Scott Marlowe and Antonio Aida, taking care of us on our live stream tonight. Tonight, the Lady Vikings host the Circle Thunderbirds from Towanda, Kansas. This game is a part of a 3-game tournament that Towanda Circle hosts each year. The Lady Vikes won Tuesday night at Wichita Collegiate 65-36 to start out the tournament. The Lady Thunderbirds fell on Tuesday night to the Indy Bulldogs. The Lady Vikes come into tonight's matchup 2-0, and the Lady Thunderbirds are 1-1 on the season. Lady Vikes were led on Tuesday by sophomore Sayla Ray coming off the bench. So, Scott, pretty surprising on Sayla Ray coming off the bench and being the leading scorer with 17 on Tuesday. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I was a little bit surprised when I saw that, but I know the team and Coach Shabi had to be very pleased because Ashka Patel didn't score Tuesday night. Sydney Scheibe had an off night shooting.
4 for 21 maybe.
So it was really nice to see somebody that, you don't expect to go double figures ends up being your leading scorer with 17. And I know the game wasn't that close at the end, but still, Coach Scheibe and Sayla Ray found something that was working Tuesday night. So, hopefully she can continue that. And I don't know that, Patel and Scheibe, they usually aren't off 2 games in a row.
No.
So that probably bodes well for the Lady Vikes tonight.
Yeah, I think this matchup tonight, I looked at the Circle players, and they do have some height. So I think Anaya Hinman will have some height on the defense against her in the paint. But I look for the Lady Vikes to hopefully, try to open it up and try to get going early and try to get on top of this Circle team that lost. I think it was 45-21 to Independence on Tuesday night. So I know Independence is. I don't want to say they're elite. I want to say they're kind of like what we are. They're more like a mirror image of us because both times we played them last year, one time went to overtime, and I think the other time was a 2-point game. So. But you can't look on paper. You know that, and I know that. You look on paper, and a lot of times, and you're like, "Wow, we should win this game," and then you don't. So, but whenever you see, a common opponent that you kind of know, that kind of beat them pretty easily, you kind of feel comfortable coming into this game. But like I said, we know all too well that sometimes the on paper doesn't matter. We've seen that happen a few times this football season. Yeah,
we definitely have. And I'm looking down this Thunderbird roster, and they do have several girls listed at 5'9". They also have a freshman listed at 5'10". Now that doesn't mean that she's going to be playing tonight. We'll just have to wait and see if she's in the lineup at all. But the good news is there's really nobody taller than Anaya, and I'm assuming that she'll be able to jump over anybody, that the T-Birds have on their roster. And I know I wasn't able to watch the live stream Tuesday night. I know she struggled mightily from the free throw line in the season opener, but she needs to keep getting to the line. Those free throws are going to start going down for her, and she's such a force down low and so quick, such a good leaper. The Lady Vikings can utilize that to their advantage and get her to the line. And eventually, I think she's probably strong enough this year to go ahead and finish, too.
Exactly.
Finish down low and then get that old-fashioned three-point play as well.
And Tuesday night, I also noticed that, some of our freshmen got a lot of playing time. Cadence Manners, Cadence Ball, both got a lot of minutes. So I just feel like that's going to be good for these younger girls to get those varsity minutes and get some playing time and just get some confidence, whenever they are thrown into a situation, because there's going to be times during the season that, just as well as I do is, sometimes these refs call quick fouls and we get some girls in foul trouble. We're going to have to look at that bench, and if we can get some of those girls to have some confidence coming in and not be afraid to jump into a point guard position or forward position just to come off the bench and try to make something happen. So Calissa Kelly, we got the ability to have the JV girls here in the main gym tonight, and Calissa Kelly played a really, really good game in the JV game. She had 2 and 1s, and then I've seen her make a couple other buckets, so she was definitely in double figures, and that bodes well for someone that didn't get a whole lot of playing time last year, and she's a pretty good sized girl to be able to go down in the paint and cause some matchup problems. And Riley Dunley, she played a little bit on JV, and she's definitely a bruiser down in the paint, and she's. But I know for a fact that she's without glasses. She broke her glasses last week and last Friday night, and she says she can see up close, but she can't see all the way down the court.
Oh man,
that's what she was telling me, because I was subbing at the high school yesterday, and she goes, oh, I can see fine up close, but it's just I can't see to throw down the court. so she's supposed to get contacts, I believe, not until next Monday. And I said, man, I think we know a guy that could probably get you in sooner.
I think
and
so.
She's like, well, I don't know. That's what my mom has scheduled. So I think she'll be all right. She's more of a the under the basket rebounder type anyway. So I think she'll be fine without the glasses, at least for this week.
Wow. Well, I can sympathize with her. I had perfect vision until about 5 years ago, and now I know when people talk about having blurry vision or being farsighted or being nearsighted, and it is a bit of a handicap.
Yep, definitely. I've worn glasses since probably my sophomore year of high school, so it's definitely. I mean, I wear contacts now, but it's not good whenever you don't have them. So I can't imagine not being able to see at all. I'd be in trouble.
Yeah, that would make it tough. And I'll also be curious, Tony, to see. You mentioned some of the freshmen getting some time at the varsity level. That's so crucial for this Lady Viking team, because people they're probably already tired of hearing us talk about it, but the Lady Vikings had so many turnovers in that season opener.
Yeah.
And turnovers and fatigue go hand in hand. You can just see as a team continues to press and the starters wear down and they get so tired, and then mentally, you start to struggle, and the turnovers just continue to pile up. But if Coach Scheibe is able to get just a couple of more bodies into the rotation on a consistent basis, man, that'd be huge for the Lady Vikes going forward.
I totally agree. And I mean, and if this circle team, watch any film on us and seen any of that stuff, they might be trying to do a trap press and trying to do a full court on us. And but when I was looking at their roster, they only have one senior, so they're pretty young. I mean, as are we. I mean, we're fairly young as well. I mean, Brianna Patterson, is she our lone senior? I believe so.
I think so. Yeah.
So we're pretty young in that case as well. So we've got about less than a minute before we get started here. Let's take a 30-second break, and then we'll come back for you with the starting lineups. You're listening to Lady Viking Basketball on V93.
My name is Bria, and I'm a pharmacist at Bowen Pharmacy. I'm here today to tell you about one of our patient programs, Meds to Beds. Bowen Pharmacy South is located in the medical office building at Labette Health. Our staff works closely with the doctors, nurses, and social care workers to ensure that your transition out of the hospital is an easier and more convenient experience for you and your loved ones. If you are having inpatient or outpatient surgery, we will get your medications directly from your doctor and deliver them right to your hospital bed. If you're having a baby, we will get your medications or anything else that you may need to get your family home without the hassle of making several stops along the way. Whether you're here for a few hours or a few days, we are here at Bowen Pharmacy.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Parsons High School. As this evening, the Parsons...
Welcome back, Parsons High School, Harold C. Johnson Gymnasium, Tony Fuentes, Scott Marlowe, Antonia Aida, Karen Hardesty back in the studio taking care of... We are having the national anthem here before the ladies contest, so we're just going to have you listen in as we listen to the national anthem. All right, welcome back. Tony Fuentes, Scott Marlowe, Parsons High School, Harold C. Johnson Gymnasium. Lady Vikings come in 2-0. Lady Thunderbirds come in the 1-1 into this game. This is the second game of a 3-game tournament for the Towanda Circle Thunderbirds. The Lady Vikes will be in action on Saturday at 2:30 versus Mulvane, and that game will be at Towanda Circle. So, starting out for the Lady Vikings is number 3, Brianna Patterson, junior Ashka Patel, junior Anaya Hinman, junior Sydney Scheibe, and junior Riley Dunley. And for the Circle Thunderbirds, a 5'6" senior Katie Cobble, a 5'9" junior Kylie Dennison, a 5'4" sophomore London Soto, a 5'7" sophomore Emma Johnson, and the last starter for the Thunderbirds is junior, 5'5" junior.
Is she on your roster, Tony?
No, she's not on my roster. I thought it was 44.
I'll be back.
Okay.
If I can find out.
Scott's going to find out who the fifth starter is for the Circle Thunderbirds. So I thought it was number 44, Kaya Thornton, but it is number 34, not 44. So the Lady Vikings. What'd you find out, Scott?
It is number 44 in our roster.
So 44 in our roster is actually 34. So Kaya Thornton is a 5'5" junior. Will be in the starting lineup for the Lady Thunderbirds. Again, the Lady Thunderbirds fell to Independence on Tuesday night, and the Lady Vikings were victorious at Wichita Collegiate on Tuesday night. Again, if you're just now tuning in, this home game is part of a 3-game tournament hosted by Towanda Circle. And the Lady Vikes are 1-0, and the Lady Thunderbirds are 0-1 on the first game in the tournament. So Lady Vikes taking the court. Anaya Hinman will be jumping against Emma Johnson. So the Lady Vikes get the tip, and Brianna Patterson will run it, and she gets it to Dunley, and it's stolen right away. So first possession is a turnover, and Kaya Thornton has it in the corner for the Lady Thunderbirds. And Landon Soto trying to drive to the basket. Now Johnson with the shot tipped out of bounds. So it will stay with the Lady Thunderbirds. So Scott, we talked about the turnovers on the last home game and first possession turnover. And a basket by number 10, Kylie Dennison on the inbounds. So Lady Vikes trail 2-0. 7:23 to play first quarter. Ashka Patel with it, gets it to Dunley, kicks it back out to Patterson. Patterson looking for somebody. Hinman with it now, wanting to go to work, and an awkward shot, and it is no good. And Johnson going the other way, gets it to head to Cobble. Now Dennison with it. Dennison tries to throw it across court, now Patel steals it. So Lady Vikes get the ball back on a turnover. Sydney Scheibe for 3, and it's good. Sydney Scheibe, first shot of the game is good. So Lady Vikes with a 3-2 lead, 6:41 to play first quarter. Now Soto gets it back down to Johnson, and now near steal by Hinman. Hinman with those long arms up at the top of the
Yeah, that's going to give the T-Birds some issues, I think, at least here in the early going until they adjust to it.
Yep, now turn around, no good. And Patterson comes out with the rebound. So Brianna Patterson to bring it up the court. Gets it to head to Scheibe. Kicks it back over to Patterson. Now Patel. And Patel's looking to get it down to Hinman, but wasn't open. Now Scheibe for another three, and it's good. Sydney Scheibe was cold on Tuesday. Like you said, Scott, usually don't have 2 bad games in a row.
We've already got a timeout. I don't think Coach Henry was too happy with Sydney getting two wide open looks like that.
So Lady, we'll keep it here. So Lady Vikes lead 6-2, 5:51 to play first quarter. And Sydney Scheibe knocks down two quick threes. Give the Lady Vikes a 4-point lead to start this game.
It's nice to see the Lady Vikes off to a good start this season because so many years that hasn't been the case, as you know. And while these aren't SEK games, man, it'll build a lot of confidence when they get into SEK play, which begins next week.
Yeah, and we got a tough one to start out against Fort Scott here next Tuesday. And you can't start much tougher than that. And now Dennison with it, gets it down to Johnson, kicks it back out, but I think it's going to be a backcourt, Scott. Sure enough,
turnover.
It was not touched by the Lady Vikes, so that'll be a turnover for the Circle Thunderbirds. And so now Lady Vikes will inbounds it. And now Patel with it, gets it to Patterson. 5:33 to play first quarter. Lady Vikes lead 6-2. That's a
good call.
That's a moving screen by Ashka Patel, and we could see it happening. I'm not sure why she moved like that. She just kind of shoved her. But that was a good call by the refs. And so now the Lady Thunderbirds with the possession. Thornton gets it to Soto, over to Johnson. Back up to Thornton for a long three, and she buries it. So Kaya Thornton makes a three to get it to a 6-5 game. Lady Vikes with a 1-point lead, 5:10 to play first quarter. And the Lady Thunderbirds already going to the bench.
Good look.
And we got a foul called underneath. Anaya Hinman will go to the line. And the foul is called on Emma Johnson. That'll be her first personal.
That was a nice entry pass by the Lady Vikes, and I liked Anaya's aggressiveness. She caught it and went right up.
Yeah, that was very, very good. And Hinman missed the first free throw. She has been practicing them. She told me she's been practicing them. So sometimes you put more pressure on yourself, I think. Second one is good. So Anaya Hinman knocks down the second one. Lady Vikes with a 7-5 lead. 5 minutes to play first quarter. Circle trying to move it down. The newly player for the Thunderbirds is Isabel Marley. And that was an off the mark shot by Johnson. And Patterson comes down with the rebound. So Patterson will bring it back up the court. Lady Vikes lead by 2, 7-5. Patterson just looking for any way to get it up the court. Now Patel with it. Good screen by Dunley.
That was solid.
And now Scheibe trying to drive. Gets it to Dunley down low. She needs to get rid of it. She gets it out to Patel.
She was in the lane for a long time.
Yes, she was. Now Patel for three. And it is good. Oscar Patel, much needed three. She was 0 for on Tuesday, and I think it definitely bothered her to not score on that game. So I think that three-pointer there will give her some confidence tonight. So Lady Vikes lead by 5, 10-5. 3:56 to play first quarter, and missed shot by Johnson. And Sydney Scheibe will bring it the other way. So 3:48 and counting first quarter. Patterson back out to Scheibe. Now Scheibe walked.
Yeah, she wanted the three, but she didn't catch the pass cleanly.
Checking into the game for the Thunderbirds, number 32,
Caitlin Voits
into the game for the Lady
checks in
Vikes,
for
number 34, Sailor Ray.
for the Lady Thunderbirds, and she's a freshman, and she knocked down several threes in that JV game, Scott. So we're going to have to keep an eye on 32. I'm sure Pat knows it. Now drive by Thornton. And no good. And now, oh, wow. Anaya Hinman got hit in the side pretty hard by Johnson. And that's her second foul on Emma Johnson. And I think she's one of their key players, Scott.
She's headed to the bench.
So now Brianna Patterson will bring it up the court. Lady Vikes lead 10-5. 3:20 to play first quarter. Patterson gets it to Sayla Ray. Now to Patel for a long three, no good. And Lady Thunderbirds are going the other way. Thornton with it. And it's turned over. And Nia Hinman's going the other way. Nia Hinman goes to Brack and misses it. But she's going to shoot two.
Fouls on number 4, Katie Coble, her first personal foul. Team foul number 3.
Katie Coble
At the line, shooting 2 for the Lady
with her
Vikes.
first foul.
Anaya Hinman.
Nia Hinman at the line again for 2. First one's on the way, and it's good. So now Nia Hinman 2 for 3 on her free throws for the night. Has one more coming. 3:01 to play first quarter. Lady Vikes now with a 12-5 lead. 7-point lead for the Lady Vikes. Circle bringing it down. Cobbled with it. Nice shot, but just off the mark. Patterson comes down with another rebound. Patterson's got several rebounds already early in this game, Scott.
Yeah, Lady Vikes have rebounded well early in this season.
Scheibe for 3 is no good. Almost rolled over the front part of the rim. Thought it was going to be good. Sydney missed that one. Now Thornton bringing it up, and she throws it away. Patterson with the steal. Brianna Patterson coming quickly the other way. Nearly lost her step there. Now Patterson's spin move, and she got fouled. Should be just on the floor, though. Foul is called on Kaya Thornton. That's her first. Viking alum Anthony Ponce on the ref squad here tonight. Patterson will inbounds for the Lady Vikes. 2:19 to play first quarter. 12-5 Lady Vikes. Try to get it into Hinman, and Dennison is there to take it away. So another turnover by the Lady Vikes. Dennison gets it down to Cobble, and Cobble is fouled. I'm not sure who fouled her. It might have been Patterson.
I think it was Patterson, yep.
It was Patterson.
Her first personal foul, team foul number 2.
So that'll be the first foul on Brianna.
Thunderbirds number 4, Katie Coble.
Katie Cobble. First free throw is no good. Lady Vikes lead 12-5, 2:10 to play first quarter.
That 5'10" freshman checking in for the
Off the mark,
T-Birds.
no good, but Dennison with the rebound. Dennison put back, no good. She might have traveled anyway. It didn't matter. She didn't make the shot. So now Patterson with it. Maya might have got away with a moving screen there. Gets it to Patel for 3. And in and out. Look good.
Oh, over the back.
Going to call a foul on Hinman, it looks like. So another foul on the Lady Vikes going the other way. Lady Vikes continue to lead, though, 12-5. 148 and counting to play here in the first quarter. London Soto trying to get down the court, nearly turned it over. Now the freshman from the corner missed it. But I think Dennison threw it over the backboard. So we'll be out of bounds to the Lady Vikes. Kaya Thornton checking back in for the Lady Thunderbirds. So Patel, Patterson, Scheibe, Dunley, and Hinman on the floor for the Lady Vikes. 1:23 and counting here in the first quarter. Lady Vikes lead by 7. Dunley with it. Poked away by Dennison. Now Dunley trying to get it to anybody. Now Dennison has it. They're going to call a jump ball. And possession to the Lady Thunderbirds. Lady Thunderbirds inbounds. 1:13 to play first quarter. Lady Vikes lead 12-5. 3-point shot by the Thunderbirds is an air ball. And it's going to go out of bounds. They say off the Thunderbirds, so Lady Vikes catch a break there. I thought the Lady Thunderbirds were going to get that rebound off that miss.
So they're going to pick up a little full court here, Tony.
Yep, we talked about that in the pregame. So Scheibe with it. It's a little bit softer full court than what we saw against Girard. Patterson with it. Tries to get to Hinman. Now Patel tries to get open for 3, misses it. And Anaya Hinman with a nice long rebound. And now Sydney Scheibe spin move, and she's going to go to the line to shoot 2. Foul is called on number 14.
At the line, shooting 2 for Parsons, number 13, Sydney Scheibe.
Sorry, foul is called on number 4, Katie Cobble. That's her second. Sydney Scheibe's first free throw is no good.
Checking into the game for the Lady Thunderbirds, number 1.
Sydney doesn't usually miss a whole lot of free throws.
No, she acted a little bit surprised that she left that one short.
Yeah, well, she's got another opportunity here. Hopefully she can knock this one down. Lady Vikes now lead 13-5. Second free throw was good by Scheibe. 37 seconds left to go first quarter. And the Lady Thunderbirds bringing it up the court. Thornton with it. Wanting to take it herself. Almost lost it. Well, she's dribbling a lot. Now gets across to Soto. Soto throws it back, and it's going to be saved by Thornton. Now down to 12 seconds. Soto with it, and they're going to call a carry on London Soto. So Lady Vikes got 10 seconds here to try to score something at the end of this first quarter. Lady Vikes lead 13-5. Scheibe with it. Scheibe looks like she's going to take it herself.
Got to get it up.
She does, and missed shot. And now it's the end of the quarter. So Lady Vikes lead 13-5 into the first quarter. Let's take it back to the station for a 30-second break. You're listening to Lady Viking basketball on V93.
Bowen Pharmacy supports the Parsons Vikings here, and here, and here. It's our goal to keep you covered. At Bowen Pharmacy, we give no excuses for you not to make it to the game. And it's always a great day to be a Viking.
Welcome back. Parsons High School, Tony Fuentes along with Scott Marlowe. Scott, kind of a little bit of a shaky first quarter, but an 8-point lead, and I think that's a lead that these girls can definitely build on. I think we definitely have the little bit more talent on the floor.
So. Yep.
So Patel gets it into Patterson to start the fourth quarter. Scheibe with it. Scheibe trying to get it down low to Dunley. Dunley nearly lost it. Now she tries to throw it back, and that's another turnover. So Lady Vikings continue with the turnovers. Now Dennison down low, and she's fouled by Dunley, I believe. That might be Dunley's first.
Fouls on number 32, Riley Dunley, her first personal foul.
So Riley Dunley picks up her first personal. So now 4 fouls on the Lady Vikes, 5 on the visitors from Circle. 7:37 to play, 13-5. Lady Vikes lead by 8. Dennison gets it to Thornton, back to Dennison. Oh man, I didn't realize the banks were still open, Scott.
Yeah, that's old school right there. I don't know if she meant to do that or not, but that little 15-footer off the glass, that's taking me back to the 1970s.
Yep, she got it to go, so cuts the lead to 6. Lady Vikes lead 13-7. Patel with it. Patel looking to get to Hinman. Hinman trying to make a move, kicks it out to Sayla Ray for 3. Off the mark, no good. So now Thornton going the other way, and she pulls up about 18 foot, misses it. But a nice offensive rebound and put back by Kira Sawyer. So Lady Thunderbirds cut the lead of the Vikings to 4, 13-9. So Lady Thunderbirds on a 4-0 run here in the second quarter, and another turnover by the Lady Vikings. Brianna Patterson called for a travel.
Turnovers are even at 6 apiece.
Yep, it's definitely not what the Lady Vikes want. They need to get those turnovers down. So turnaround by Soto, tried to get it down low and no good, and it's stolen by the Lady Vikes. The Lady Vikes catch a break and get a turnover right back in their favor, trying to get down to Hinman. Hinman trying to work down low. She's tied up by Dennison. I think they're going to get Dennison with a shot.
Oh, they're not going to give her any free throws.
I think they're saying it's on the floor. Yep. Kylie Dennison picked up her first.
Might lob it into
Hinman
on this one.
Yeah, They're looking at Scheibe. They get it into Scheibe. Back to Hinman. And Hinman is called for a travel. Wow. I almost thought it would be more of a jump ball or anything because it looked like it was tied up. But Kenny Smith was right on top of that one. So 6:03 to play. Second quarter. Soto with it. Down to Dennison. Kicks it out to Soto. Off the mark, no good. It should have been over the back, and I think they are going to call that. Lauren Swilly call for her first personal. Katie Cobble checks back in. She has 2 fouls. And we do have a timeout on the floor. Lady Vikes lead 13-9, 5:54 to play, second quarter. Let's take a 30-second break. You're listening to Lady Viking Basketball on V93.
Labette Community College is meeting the need for an increased demand in qualified radiographers. Our radiography students will train on the latest technology in a hospital simulation environment.
I wanted to be able to go into a career where I could help people. And if you're going to go into that field in this part of the 4-state area, LCC is the only place to come.
Tuition is nearly half the cost of universities. Scholarship and financial aid available for those who qualify. Text radiography to 620-293-6671 for more information or visit labette.edu.
Welcome back. Welcome back to Parsons High School. Tony Fuentes, Scott Marlowe. And as we come back, Sydney Scheibe will be at the line to shoot a 1-and-1. Lady Vikes lead 13-9. First free throw by Sydney is good. So Scott, the first points of the second quarter is on the free throw line.
Yeah, that breaks a little bit of a drought for the Lady Vikes. Sometimes that's all it takes. You know, you just see that ball go through the basket one time, and maybe the basket will open up a little bit for the Lady Vikes. They've been a little bit cold here to start the second quarter.
Scheibe's second one is short. So Sydney Scheibe now 2 for 4 from the free throw line. Lady Vikes lead by 5, 14-9, 5:45 to play, second quarter. Dennison for a long 2. And is off the mark, but it was tipped out, and an offensive rebound results in a 3-point shot that was no good. And now I thought that was off them.
So did I.
And the missed three-pointer goes, they say it was off of the Lady Vikes. So Circle Thunderbirds with the inbounds, and shot put up and no good. And a good rebound by Riley Dunley, and she is fouled by number 22, Lauren Swilly, and that's her second personal. So now Riley Dunley will go to the other end to shoot a 1-and-1. So all important on this first free throw here by Dunley. So Dunley's free throw is no good. And Riley Dunley almost got the rebound clear out on the side court, Scott.
Great hustle.
I thought she had it. A near steal by Patel. Now Dennison kicks it back out to Thornton for three, and it's short, but Sydney Scheibe cleans it up. So Lady Vikes lead by 5, 14-9, 5:07 to play second quarter. And Scheibe's wanting to drive. She puts it up. No good. Riley Dunley, though, with a nice putback. And she scores her first basket to give the Lady Vikes a 7-point lead at 16-9. And another turnover by the Lady Thunderbirds. And Sailor Ray's checking back in for the Lady Vikes. The Lady Vikes with the ball, a 7-point lead. 4:44 and counting here left in the first half. Patterson gets it to Scheibe. And trying to get it into Hinman. Now Sailor Ray for a three is off the mark, no good. And it's out of bounds, going to stay with the Lady Vikes. So 4:28 to play. Second quarter. Lady Vikes lead 16-9.
Into the game for the Lady Vikings, number 11, Ashka Patel.
Ashka Patel checks back in. And throws it up, and I don't think Hinman was ready for that, Scott.
I don't think she was either.
So now Thunderbirds going the other way, and three-pointer off the mark, but Hinman cleans up the rebound. So Lady Vikes going the other way, 4:15 to play here in the first half. Gets it into Hinman. Nice spin move by Hinman and scores it. So Anaya Hinman gets her first basket and 5th point out of the game to give us the largest lead, 18-9. 4 minutes to play here in the first half. Soto with it. She probably needs to get across the court. She finally does. Thornton gets a give and go, and then nice easy basket by Kira Sawyer. Sawyer gets her 4th point of the game. So Sydney Scheibe for three on the other end, and it rims out. Man, I thought that was in. It looked good. And now the Lady Vikes have to get back on defense, and Riley Dunley pokes it away. And the Lady Vikes lead 18-11. 3:27 to play here in the first half. So Soto with a free throw shot from the free throw line, I should say. And it's off the mark, no good. Now Patel going quickly the other way. And Dunley's going to have to save it. She does. Patterson with it, back to Patel. Gets it down to Hinman. Nice, easy basket by Anaya Hinman. They're starting to get some good looks down low, Scott.
Yeah, those have been two nice post moves by Anaya the last couple of times down the floor.
And now Circle with it. Lady Vikes with a 9-point lead 20-11. Nice runner by Katie Cobble. That's her first basket of the game. 20-13. Lady Vikes lead by 7. 2:38 and counting here in the second quarter. Nia Hinman tried to get that spin move. They're going to call a travel. She tried to get it on the floor, and she threw it into the ankles of the opponent. I'm guessing if your feet are moving and the ball doesn't hit the floor,
I don't know.
I think you got to call a travel. I mean, I think that's probably the right call. I don't want it to be the right call, but I think it is. So Circle with the ball. 20-13 Lady Vikings lead. Thornton for a long three, and she buries it. So Kaya Thornton has a three-pointer in each quarter and cuts the lead to 4. The Lady Vikes lead 20-16. And now Scheibe is going to get called for a carry. Haven't had that called very many times this year, but it's been called a couple times this game.
It's called it once, I think, on each team. So Lady T-Birds hanging around.
Yep, Kaya Thornton gets it down. Johnson, who set most of the rest of the first quarter and most of the second quarter, is back in, and she's going to go to the line.
Fouls on number 22, Anaya Hinman, her second personal foul, team foul, number 5. At the line, shooting 2 for the Lady Thunderbirds, number 21, Emma Johnson.
So Emma Johnson will have 2 free throws to cut into this Lady Viking lead. First one is no good. So 2:01 to play here in the first half. Lady Vikes lead 20-16. And Emma Johnson has one more free throw for the Lady Thunderbirds. Second one is good. So Emma Johnson gets 1 out of 2. So a 3-point Lady Viking lead. The Lady Vikes definitely need some points here. Hinman kicks it to Patel. Patel for 3. And it is no good. Near rebound by Patterson, but they say she knocked it out of bounds. And now the Lady Thunderbirds with the possession to potentially tie the game, Scott.
Yeah, Lady Vikes haven't shot the ball very well here in the second quarter, and the T-Birds are taking advantage of it.
And the Lady Thunderbirds off the mark with that one. But a nice offensive rebound by Isabel Marley. And Marley's going to go to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah. A few minutes ago, I thought the Lady Vikings might go to the locker room with a double-digit lead, Tony. Now you're wondering if they're even going to have the lead at all.
Yeah, I think he was a little confused.
No shot.
At the line, shooting 2 for the Lady Thunderbirds.
I was thinking he thought the basket, she made the basket, but she didn't. So Lady Vikes lead 20-17. Marley at the line shooting 2, makes the first one. So the Lady Vikings only lead by 2 now, 20-18. 1:35 to play in the first half. So Marley at the line for her second free throw. Second one is good as well. So now down to a 1-point game. Lady Vikes lead 20-19. 1:30 to play in the first half. So Patel with it. Throws it away. Soto with the steal. Chance for the Lady Thunderbirds to take the lead. She missed it. Thornton up, put back, missed it. But then Marley comes and cleans it up and makes her first basket to give the Lady Thunderbirds a 21-20 lead. So Lady Vikes led by as many as 9. Now a missed shot by Scheibe, but a nice putback by Anaya Hinman. Good rebound and putback. So Anaya Hinman with 3 big baskets here in the second quarter to keep the Lady Vikes ahead. 22-21, Lady Vikes lead by 1. And a 3-point shot is good by Kira Sawyer. So Kira Sawyer with 7 big points here in the second quarter for the Lady Thunderbirds.
Yeah, they found a nice offensive rhythm, Tony. What, they have 5 points in the first quarter, and they put up 19 here in quarter number 2, and Patterson a little shaken up.
Yeah, She can't hardly put any pressure on her on her leg there.
Boy.
Yeah, that's not a good sign for Brianna Patterson. Looked like her knee might have locked up. So Sayla Ray will check in for the Lady Vikes. 40 seconds left to go here in the first half. And Ashka Patel to bring it up for the Lady Vikes. Patel gets it to Scheibe. Lady Vikes trail by 2. 24-22 Lady Vikes. And now Sydney Scheibe just tied the game with a nice little runner. And down to 18 seconds. Nice steal by Anaya Hinman. And Hinman's wanting to take it the other way. Nice spin move, but she got some pocket pick. Now Thornton's going the other way, and now Scheibe fouls her. So we got a tie game, 24-24, 7.1 seconds. And Sydney Scheibe picks up her first personal. And Kaya Thornton will go to the line to shoot 2. Kaya Thornton makes the first one. Well, they're shooting their free throws pretty well, it looks like, in the early going. Lady Thunderbirds 4 for 5 from the line here in the second quarter. Second free throw is good. So a 2-point lead for the Lady Thunderbirds. Patel with it, 5 seconds. And Patel's going to try to get it up the court quick, and it's knocked out of bounds. Trying to get it to Sayla Ray in the corner. And they got 1.9 seconds. I wouldn't be surprised to see Scheibe shoot here, Scott.
Yeah, they're going to try to probably get a three-pointer off. She's got to get it up.
And it's no good. Sydney Scheibe's three-pointer off the mark. So the Lady Vikings trail 26-24 at the half. Let's take a 2-minute break, and then we'll come back, and we'll break down this first half of the Lady Vikings basketball game. You're listening to Lady Vikings basketball on V93.
My name is Bria, and I'm a pharmacist at Bowen Pharmacy. I'm here today to tell you about one of our patient programs, Meds to Beds. Bowen Pharmacy South is located in the medical office building at Labette Health. Our staff works closely with the doctors, nurses, and social care workers to ensure that your transition out of the hospital is an easier and more convenient experience for you and your loved ones. If you are having inpatient or outpatient surgery, we will get your medications directly from your doctor and deliver them right to your hospital bed. If you are having a baby, we will get your medications or anything else that you may need to get your family home without the hassle of making several stops along the way. Whether you're here for a few hours or a few days, we are here at Bowen Pharmacy and Bowen Pharmacy South to help get you well without any interruption in transition of care. Just ask for Meds to Beds. At Bowen Pharmacy and Bowen Pharmacy South, we are here for you today and we are here for you tomorrow.
Bowen Pharmacy supports the Parsons Vikings here, and here, and here. It's our goal to keep you covered. At Bowen Pharmacy, we give no excuses for you not to make it to the game. And it's always a great day to be a Viking.
Day & Zimmerman, one of the largest privately owned companies in the U.S. with operations across the country and internationally. We are comprised of multiple brands that put people to work, protect our freedoms, and improve the world. The Parsons, Kansas location has manufactured munitions for over 50 years for our country's warfighters. Day & Zimmerman has immediate openings for production operators starting at $18.02 an hour on our weekend crew. Work a 12-hour day shift Friday, Saturday, and Sunday and receive 40 hours of pay. We also offer competitive benefits. Apply today.
Welcome back, Parsons High School. Tony Fuentes, Scott Marlowe. Scott, I should have never said that we were the better team.
It's kind of a tale of two quarters, wasn't it?
Because we were leading 13-5, and I was like, man, that's something we can really build on, that 8-point lead. You know, just thinking that, you know, we would continue to grow, and the Lady Thunderbirds scored 21 points in the second quarter, and we only scored 11. So 10-point advantage in that quarter leads to a 2-point advantage to the Thunderbirds at halftime, which, you know, I'm really surprised by the turnaround by the Lady Thunderbirds.
I'm shocked that they could put 21 points on the board against us in one quarter, but they did it for a couple of reasons. One, they finally started getting to the free throw line, and they knocked them down when they got there, and they also did a pretty good job on the offensive glass in that second period as well, and that's where they got some of their points. Lady Vikes kept them off the offensive glass for the first 8 minutes, but they ended up with 8 offensive rebounds in the first half, and most of those were in the second quarter. They out-rebounded the Lady Vikes 15-13, and then as far as turnovers go, Lady Vikes had 12 and the T-Birds had 9, and I know neither coach will be happy with that. Those are the kind of numbers you want to see for an entire game.
Exactly.
Right around that 10 turnover mark. A coach can usually live with that, but it's going to be an issue for the Lady Vikes for probably a good chunk of the season, and we saw Brianna Patterson go down with some sort of injury there late in the first half, and we'll just have to hope that it is nothing serious. There's no way to know for sure. We'll see if she's able to come back out for the second half. But, Lady Vikes, I saw Sydney Scheibe was pretty frustrated walking off the floor. I know she feels like the Lady Vikes should definitely have the lead right now, but, give the T-Birds give them credit. They came out and fought hard that second quarter. Lady Vikes cooled off from the field, and Circle took full advantage of it. But, Lady Vikes, it's not where they expected to be, I don't think, after that first quarter. But, nobody in serious foul trouble. So, Lady Vikes, I think they'll be okay in that second half.
Yep, I hope so. Well, let's run down the scores real quick. First for the Lady Thunderbirds, Katie Cobble with 2, Kylie Dennison with 7, Kira Sawyer with 7, Emma Johnson with 1, Isabel Marley with 4, and Kaya Thornton with 8 points as the leading scorer for the Lady Thunderbirds. And the leading scorer for the Lady Vikes is Sydney Scheibe with 10, Anaya Hinman right behind her with 9, Ashka Patel with 3, Riley Dunley with 2, and I feel like Anaya didn't have a basket in that first quarter, but we had an 8-point lead, and then Anaya got kind of going, and the outside shot went cold.
Right.
So it's like, we have to kind of mix it a little bit on both sides of it each quarter, not just be like one quarter for threes, one quarter for get it inside. So hopefully they can get the balance going and try to get a balanced attack and try to get some pressure on them and try to make them make some mistakes. We really haven't pressed them, but again, we talked about not having a really deep bench, and it's hard to press whenever you're sucking air just trying to get back just to play defense instead of trying to play a pressure defense. So Lady Vikes, definitely. I feel like they're going to have to go at least one, maybe 2 players deeper on that bench in order to give some of these girls a little bit of a break and get fresh legs out there.
Yeah, and good news for the Lady Vikes, Brianna Patterson is back out. She hasn't got onto the floor yet, but looks like she's moving fine. I think she's going to be able to go in the second half. And, I thought it might bother Circle a little bit more having Hinman out at the top of that zone. It forced some turnovers, but they burned the Lady Vikes a few times. When Lady Vikes would get out there and try to trap a little bit, took a couple of chances, and they'd find somebody open down low for an easy layup. So this Circle team, they're a little bit better than I think we realized.
Yeah.
We're going to wait and see, or is the team we saw in the second quarter show up in the second half for the team in the first quarter, because it looked like 2 different teams.
Well, and I think Emma Johnson for them is a person. She only had 1 point, but it seemed like she was pretty aggressive when she had the ball, tried to drive, and I think I think she's a player that can definitely score for them. And unfortunately, she got 2 fouls like in the first minute and a half, and then went to the bench, and then I don't think she came in until about the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. So she's really only played about 4 minutes of this game. So, but some of the other girls on the Lady Thunderbirds have picked up the slack. Kira Sawyer didn't play a single second in the first quarter. Probably didn't come in until 2 or 3 minutes into the second quarter, and she has 7 points. So, it's kind of one of those things that, they're kind of doing the next man up and scoring, and that's kind of like what we got from Sayla Ray on Tuesday night whenever she scored 17, coming off the bench and scoring some points for us. And hopefully the Lady Vikes can bounce back here and try to get off on the right start here to start the second half. So let's take a 30-second break, and then we'll come back and try to get ready to go for this second half of this ladies contest. You're listening to Lady Viking Basketball on V93.
Day & Zimmerman, one of the largest privately owned companies in the U.S. with operations across the country and internationally. We are comprised of multiple brands that put people to work, protect our freedoms, and improve the world. The Parsons, Kansas location has manufactured munitions for over 50 years for our country's warfighters. Day & Zimmerman has immediate openings for production operators starting at $18.02 an hour on our weekend crew. Work a 12-hour day shift Friday, Saturday, and Sunday and receive 40 hours of pay. We also offer competitive benefits. Apply today.
Welcome back, Parsons High School, Harold C. Johnson Gymnasium. Lady Vikes trail 24-26 to the Lady Thunderbirds. And if you're just tuning in, this is part of a 3-game tournament that Towanda Circle hosts. But we are hosting Towanda Circle here tonight at Parsons High School. So the Lady Thunderbirds with the opening possession. Soto had it. Now she's trying to get it into Dennison. And it's going to be a turnover. So Lady Vikes with an early turnover. Trying to get it ahead to Hinman. Hinman almost lost it. Now Patel for 3 is off the mark. No good. But a nice offensive rebound by Riley Dunley. And she is fouled underneath. So I think, she's going to shoot free throws. I wasn't sure if she's going to shoot free throws or not, Scott. I thought they were going to call it on the floor.
Yeah, Lady Vikes, and they need to do a better job of hitting that offensive glass. That's only their 4th offensive rebound of the contest, but yeah, nice job by Riley.
She's definitely physical down in the paint. So Riley Dunley makes her first free throw, and she's got one more coming, and she knocks it down. So 2 nice free throws by Riley Dunley to tie this game at 26. So 7:35 to play, third quarter. And we have a tie ball game. Soto with it. Gets it to Thornton. Thornton gets it over to the corner. Back to Dennison. Dennison's wanting to try to get down low, and she throws it away. I think she was trying to get it back to Johnson and just made a little bit too hard of a pass there. So 2 turnovers for Circle on their first 2 possessions of the second half. So kind of what the Lady Vikings needed. It's now Patterson. Good to see her back on the court. Riley Dunley might have got away with a little bit of a push there. And now Scheibe going to the basket, and it's blocked. But Riley Dunley's there for the offensive rebound. Kicks it back out to Patterson. Now Patel for 3, and it is no good. But Sydney Scheibe, nice offensive rebound, and missed it. And Dunley's trying to get another offensive rebound, but it was not there. So a couple offensive rebounds that were for no good. And now another turnover. Lady Vikes with the ball. So Circle, 3 possessions, 3 turnovers. So Patterson with it. Gets it to Scheibe. Scheibe thought about a long 3. And now she gets it down, tries to get it to Hinman, and that's going to be a turnover. And now Johnson going the other way. Sydney Scheibe. Good defense by Scheibe. Didn't commit the foul. And the basket was no good by Johnson. So now Patterson seeing the hole. I thought she was going to take it to the basket. Now she tries it. And she stepped out of bounds on the baseline. So Lady Vikes with the turnover. So Isabel Marley checks in quickly for the Lady Thunderbirds. She came in that second quarter and played pretty hard for them and got 4 points. And they're bringing her back in the game. Now Thornton gets it to Marley. Marley almost lost it. Now Johnson gets it over to Swilly. Now Marley kicks it back out. And Thornton for 3 off the mark. And Swilly saves it, but it's going to go out of bounds. So we still have a tie game. 5:39 to play, third quarter. Lady Vikings 26, Lady Thunderbirds 26. So Lady Thunderbirds yet to score here in the second half. Lady Vikes only have 1. Well, they don't even have a basket. 2 free throws by Riley Dunley, so no baskets yet here in the second half. Hinman with it, gets it to Patterson. Patterson gets it to Scheibe. And now Patterson with the seam. She tried to take it to the basket. Lost it off the knee of, I believe, Soto, and it's going to go out of bounds. Lady Vikings will have possession.
Checking into the game for the Lady Thunderbirds, number 4, Katie Comer.
So pretty good defense here by both teams, really, in the second half. Neither team has scored a bucket. Tries to get it in Hinman. She does. And Hinman's trying to get around two players, missed the layup. Dunley's fighting for it, and it's knocked out of bounds, and Riley does not like that call.
No, she doesn't.
Whew. She better watch that. She might get teed up. Now 5:05 to play here, third quarter. Marley with it. Gets all the way over to Cobble. Cobble with it. Gets it back to Thornton. Thornton made a three-pointer in each the first two quarters. And now Johnson with it, just throws it up. Oh, Marley gets the rebound, and I'm not sure who the foul's going to be on.
There they got Patterson.
I missed that.
Wasn't much contact.
No. So Isabel Marley will go to the line. She is 2 for 2 from the free throw line. And now she's 3 for 3. So the first point for the Lady Thunderbirds in the second half is a free throw by Marley. And she will have one more. Second one's off the mark, but an offensive rebound by Swilly. Kicks it to Marley. Marley for two. She knocks it down. So now a 3-point lead for the Lady Thunderbirds. I'm pretty sure that's their biggest lead of the night, Scott.
Yeah, and I'm not sure how she got in there for that offensive rebound. I think she just out-hustled the Lady Vikes on that one.
Now Patterson with it. Scheibe. 4:22 played, third quarter. And there's going to be a foul on the floor. Might be on Johnson. That is sure enough.
Thunderbird fouls on number 21, Emma Johnson. Her third personal foul.
Emma Johnson picks up her third. We'll see if yep, they're going to their bench pretty quickly.
Thunderbirds, number 11, London Soto, and number 32, Caitlin Coates.
So Lady Vikes, the inbounds, trailing by 3, 26-29. Scheibe.
No.
Oh,
there's no way that was a travel. There's no way.
Wow. They
That's
called a travel break on Sydney Scheibe. So now Soto with it. So Lady Vikes still trail 26-29. Lady Thunderbirds with the ball. And Voigts.
I didn't see her move her pivot foot, but she may have.
So now the Lady Vikes catch a break there, circled with another turnover. So now Patterson with it. Less than 4 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Lady Vikes trail 29-26. And trying to get down low to Hinman, and they do. Anaya Hinman with the basket.
You think that would be there about all night, Tony, if the guys can just be patient enough.
Right, nice give and go, and there's another turnover by the Circle Thunderbirds. Lady Vikes going the other way. Lady Vikes trail by 1, 28-29, 3:29 to play third quarter. Scheibe looking to get it down to Hinman again. Hinman's trying to go to work, but she's double teamed. And even double teamed, she goes to the rack. Nice offensive rebound, and she's fouled by Marley. So Marley picks up her first personal.
Fouls on number 32, Caitlin Coates, her first personal foul. Team foul number 3.
4 offensive rebounds for the Lady Vikes here in the third quarter. And 7 turnovers by the Lady T-Birds in this quarter.
Yeah, we definitely need to take advantage. We really haven't taken advantage of it. First free throw from Hinman is off the mark, no good. Naya will have one more free throw that could tie the game if she knocks this down.
And for the Lady Thunderbirds, number 10, Kylie Dennison, and number 34, Kaya Thornton.
Second free throw rolls in, so Naya Hinman knocks down the second free throw. and she comes to take a break. 29-29. Lady Vikes tied it up. 3:15 to play, third quarter. Soto with it. Gets it to Cobble. Cobble gets it to Voits. And now another turnover. Lady Vikes going the other way. Patterson with it. Gets it to Scheibe. Quickly to Patel. Now trying to get it down to Riley Dunley. And it's poked away by Dennison. And now a travel, it looks like, on Soto. So Lady Vikes keep catching breaks, Scott.
And Anaya didn't get a very long rest.
No.
Tell me she's coming right back in.
Yeah, she's going to get a little bit longer one.
Timeout on the floor.
So we got a timeout on the floor. We got a tie ball game, 2:52 to play. Third quarter. Let's take a 30-second break. You're listening to Lady Viking basketball on V93.
At Labette Health, we've earned our place as a top 100 hospital in the nation for joint replacement. Serving a 6-county area since 1961, Labette Health has also earned national recognition as a respected regional medical center renowned for its comprehensive healthcare services and commitment to high-quality patient care. With over 80 physicians and providers throughout southeast Kansas, Labette Health is 100% devoted to
Welcome back, Parsons High School. Tony Fuentes, 2:44 to play. Sydney Scheibe with the ball. Tie ball game. Scheibe gets it to Patterson. Patterson wanting to go to work. It's not there. She throws it away. Now Soto going the other way. And she gets the layup. So London Soto with her first basket of the game breaks the tie. Lady Thunderbirds with a 2-point lead. 2:19 to play, third quarter. So Lady Vikes need to get a basket to try to tie this game back up. Gets it down to Hinman now. Scheibe, she's wanting to take it to the basket. Nice move, and Sydney Scheibe gets it to go. That's her first points of the second half.
Yeah, that's a move you wouldn't have seen a couple of years ago from Sydney. That was nice.
Sydney Scheibe, silky smooth move down low to get the basket. 31-31. Dennison off the mark, and Hinman there to clean it up. So Lady Vikes in a tie ball game, 1:44 to play. Third quarter. Trying to get down low to Hinman, and it is thrown away. I think the cheerleader might have gotten away there.
I think so.
I think Anaya could have probably reached out and threw that back. So now Lady Thunderbirds with the possession. 1:30 to play, third quarter, and a long three from the corner, and that's Voits. She's the one that knocked down several threes in the JV game, Scott. So
yeah, she's tough.
She's definitely somebody we got to watch. And that's a 3-point lead, and they're going to call a travel on Sydney Scheibe. So Lady Vikes with another turnover. So Thunderbirds lead 34-31, 1:15 to play, third quarter. So trying to get it down low to Dennison, they do, and it's a nice block by, I'm pretty sure Dunley blocked that, Scott.
I think so. Post player got double teamed down there. Nice defense by the Lady Vikes.
And Patterson trying to clear the lane so she can go down, but it's not going to work. Now Dunley for a three, no good, and thought she was going to try to get her own rebound. She missed it. Now Thornton the other way, gets it down to Dennison. Dennison trying to post up on Patterson, and Patterson holds her ground. So Lady Vikes trail 34-31. Gets it down to Hinman, and she posted up and got the foul. Voigt's picked up her second.
Yeah, they're going to have to keep feeding Anaya, and Lady Vikes have got to get it going on the offensive end. 13 points we've scored since the end of the first quarter.
Yeah, that's not going to do it. So Anaya Hinman at the free throw line. First one is off the mark.
Checking in for the Lady Vikings, number 34, Sailor Ray.
So Sailor Ray's checking in for the Lady Vikes. And Hinman will have one more free throw. Hinman is 4 for 7. Now she's 5 for 8 as she makes the second one. And the Lady Vikes trail by 2. That almost was a backcourt there, Scott.
That was close.
Thornton with it. 23 seconds. She shoots a 3, misses it. Offensive rebound, but then knocked away, and Riley Dunley comes away with it. Now Scheibe the other way. If she would have looked at Hinman, Hinman was wide open for a layup. And now Patterson with a little runner off the mark, and Lady Thunderbirds come out with it. 4 seconds left to go, third quarter, and Thornton's blocked. And the Lady Vikes trail by 2. Lady Vikes trailed by 2 at halftime, so 34-32, Lady Thunderbirds with the lead. Let's take a 30-second break. You're listening to Lady Viking basketball on V93.
Day & Zimmerman, one of the largest privately owned companies in the U.S. with operations across the country and internationally. We are comprised of multiple brands that put people to work, protect our freedoms, and improve the world. The Parsons, Kansas location has manufactured munitions for over 50 years for our country's warfighters. Day & Zimmerman has immediate openings for production operators starting at $18.02 an hour on our weekend crew. Work a 12-hour day shift Friday, Saturday, and Sunday and receive 40 hours of pay. We also offer competitive benefits. Apply today.
High School, Tony Fuentes, Scott Marlowe, Antonio Aida taking care of our live stream tonight. Karen Hardesty back in the KLKC studio, patching us through. And Lady Vike struggled in third quarter, only 8 points, but luckily the Lady Thunderbirds only had 8 points as well, Scott. So very much a winnable game here as both teams are struggling right now.
Yeah, whichever team executes the best these final 8 minutes is going to win this basketball game.
Sydney Scheibe, nice spin move, and shot off the mark, no good, but a nice pickup by Anaya Hinman, and Anaya Hinman takes it in and scores it, and we need more of that. Tie ball game. Anaya Hinman picking up a nice basket to start the fourth quarter. Now Soto with it, trying to get it down low, but it's poked away, and Dunley ends up with it. Patterson ahead to Patel. Lady Vikes just need to settle down and get some good shots. That's poked away by Soto on the sideline.
Yeah, and the way they're double teaming Anaya almost every time she touches the ball, you would think that would leave, it's got to leave somebody wide open on the perimeter.
Yep. So 2 quick subs for the Lady Thunderbirds. Now Hinman with a nice screen, but wasn't able to use it. Now Scheibe trying to get it down to Hinman. She's almost triple team, yep. Scott. And she throws it away. Now Johnson going the other way. And she kicks it out to, kicked out the Cobble for a 3, but then Soto picks it up, and then she throws it up and gets fouled. So Soto's going to go to the line, and it's fouled by Hinman. So Anaya now picks up her 3rd personal foul. And we got a full timeout on the floor. So we have a tie ball game. 6:56 to play in the fourth quarter. Let's take a 30-second break. You're listening to Lady Viking basketball on V93.
My name is Bria, and I'm a pharmacist at Bowen Pharmacy. I'm here today to tell you about one of our patient programs, Meds to Beds. Bowen Pharmacy South is located in the medical office building at Labette Health. Our staff works closely with the doctors, nurses, and social care workers to ensure that your transition out of the hospital is an easier and more convenient experience for you and your loved ones. If you are having inpatient or outpatient surgery, we will get your medications directly from your doctor and deliver them right to your hospital bed. If you are having a baby, we will get your medications or anything else that you may need to get your family home without the hassle of making several stops along the way. Whether you're here for a few hours or a few days.
Welcome back, Parsons High School. Tony Fuentes, Scott Marlowe. Scott, I mean, nothing more to say. It's just kind of an ugly game.
Yeah, the Lady Vikes controlled the first quarter, Circle controlled the second quarter. The third quarter was essentially a toss-up.
Yep.
So 6:56 to determine a winner, and honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if we end up seeing an extra 4 minutes tonight.
I hope not. I'd like to take care of it in regular time here. Soto's first free throw is in and out, no good. I thought it was going to go. So first free throw from London Soto is no good. Still tied 34-34, 6:56 to play. London Soto with another free throw, and the second one is good. So 1 point Lady Thunderbird lead. Brianna Patterson bringing it up the court. And Patterson gets it to Patel. Hinman with it. Hinman looking to drive. She gets cut off by Johnson. And Scheibe almost lost it. Now Scheibe wants to drive. And the blocking foul, I think it's going to be called on Johnson. Let's see.
I think so.
Sure enough, that's her fourth. So Emma Johnson picks up her fourth. And Kira Sawyer, who scored 7 points in the second quarter, looking to check in for Johnson here. Sure enough, she does.
Checking into the game for circle number 12, Kira Sawyer.
So Scheibe with it. Scheibe wanting to drive, and she's just forcing it up, but that was blocked.
Coach Scheibe wanted a foul, but I thought it was pretty good defense.
Yeah, well, it was looked like just a good clean block. Sydney's almost trying to force it in there. Now Hinman triple teamed. Wow. And the foul is called. Let's see if they get it on Marley.
Circle fouls on number 33.
Now it's a handful down there.
Personal foul, team foul number 6.
These free throws are very important here. She needs to get at least one of them to tie this game back up. 6:31 to play in the ball game. Nye Hinman's first free throw's on the way, and it's good. So a lot better than a week ago, Scott.
Yeah, much better.
Second one is good. So Nye Hinman knocks down 2 big free throws to give the Lady Vikings a lead again. First time we've had the lead in a while. 36-35. 6:31 to play in the ball game. Thornton gets it to Soto. Back to Thornton. And Soto with it. Need to watch Voigts over here in the corner. She's the one that can make the threes. Thornton gets blocked by Hinman. Hinman playing with 3 fouls. That was a pretty gutsy block, but she knocked it out of Thornton's hands. Scheibe thought about a long three. Now she's just holding on to it. Now Dunley wants to move. Now Scheibe for 3, and it's good. Nothing but net. Sydney Scheibe has scored in every quarter. 5:50 to play. Lady Vikes back to a 4-point lead, 39-35. Now Soto for 3, and it's no good. Sydney Scheibe picks up the rebound, almost loses it. Now Patel going the other way, and she double dribbled. So I think Ashka Patel thought about throwing it ahead to Hinman, and then she hesitated, and I think that's what caused it, Scott.
Yeah, I think you're right. And going back to that 3 by Sydney, I think that was her first made three since the first quarter.
Yep, it is.
And hopefully that can get her back on track.
Yeah, she had those 2 early threes, and I don't even know if she's shot one, Scott, since the first quarter.
Yeah, she's been driving more than setting up behind the 3-point line.
Yep, and now we got a turnover by the Lady Thunderbirds. Now the Lady Vikes, 4-point lead and the ball. Patel with it. She's wanting to take it herself. Guarded by Soto. Now Scheibe's asking for it. Sydney Scheibe, top of the key. Needs help, gets it to Patterson. Hinman with it. I thought she could probably do a spin move there. Scheibe gets a little floater that missed it. Now Riley Dunley with a nice rebound. Kicks it to Scheibe, and Scheibe gets fouled. And the foul is called on Kira Sawyer. That's her first. And so we got a couple big free throws coming up for Sydney Scheibe. So 5:01 to play in the ball game. Lady Vikes lead 39-35, now 40-35. as Sydney Scheibe knocks down her first free throw. Scheibe will have one more. Johnson to check back in for the Lady Thunderbirds as Scheibe knocks down both of them. So Emma Johnson checks back in. She has 4 fouls. Lady Vikes up to a 6-point lead. First time the Lady Vikes had a lead like this since early second quarter. Soto to Johnson. Johnson gets it back to Thornton. Back to Soto. And now to Johnson. Johnson scores it. So Emma Johnson checks back in with those 4 fouls and scores immediately. 4:40 to play in the ball game. 41-37. Lady Vikes lead by 4. Now Scheibe with it. Hinman's guarded by Johnson. Riley Dunley for 3. Off the mark, no good. I don't think that's the shot.
I don't think so.
Scheibe's going to be wanting. And now the other way is Soto. Kicks it out, and Cobble missed shot, but gets her own rebound. And now Hinman comes away with the rebound. So 4-point Lady Viking lead, 4:06 to play in the ball game. Sydney Scheibe holding it. Now Patterson. Gets it to Patel. Patel's getting ready to get trapped, it looks like. Maybe not. And they're going to call timeout over here by the Lady Vikings. So Lady Vikings lead 41-37, 3:47 to play. Let's take a 30-second break. You're listening to Lady Viking basketball on V93.
Bowen Pharmacy supports the Parsons Vikings here and here and here. It's our goal to keep you covered. At Bowen Pharmacy, we give no excuses for you not to make it to the game. And it's always a great day to be a Viking.
Welcome back as action is back on for the Lady Vikes. Sydney Scheibe kicks it to the corner to Dunley. Now back to Scheibe. 3:38 to play in the ball game. Lady Vikes lead by 4, 41-37. And Dunley has it. Dunley needs some help. Gets it back to Scheibe. Scheibe takes it back up to the top.
Looks like they're trying to run a little clock already,
yeah,
Tony.
I think so. And now
that was the backcourt.
Now they're going to call.
That was knocked out by
Circle.
The T-Birds.
Yeah, I don't know.
But I think the Lady Vikes had caught a break anyway because I think
she almost
Patel
stepped back court.
Stepped on the line.
So Lady T-Birds now with the ball. Lady Vikes lead by 4, 3:09 to play in the ball game. Dennison with it. Guarded heavily by Patterson. Dennison gets out of it, misses the shot, but an offensive rebound keeps the ball. Thornton now for 3. It's off the mark, but Dennison fighting with it with Dunley. Wow, it's like a wrestling match down there, Scott. Riley Dunley's kicking and clawing.
And she just got kicked, I believe. And the officials, once again, missed it, just like when they missed Landon Wheat getting shoved in the back last week.
And they're going to give the ball to.
And they've got, I think, bench warning on the Vikings.
Yeah, so that was pretty tough call. And the refs explained to Patterson. Patterson's wanting an explanation. She's like, she just got kicked.
And you don't expect the officials to see everything and catch everything, but when you have three sets of eyes out there, you would think one of them would see that.
Yeah. So now Circle with the possession. The ref's still talking about it. I don't even know if did they call a jump ball? Yeah. Gerald's getting ready to switch it. So is it just a jump ball, which is probably the right call. And now a three-pointer by Thornton off the mark, no good. And they're going to say touched by Parsons.
Coach Sharby doesn't like that call either.
Wow. So the Lady Vikings need to keep dodging some bullets here. So Thornton with it. Now Soto for three, and no good. Riley Dunley cleaned up the rebound. Nice rebound there. 2:34 to play. Sydney Scheibe nearly lost her foot, but now she needs to get to work. She's guarded heavily. Patterson.
I'd like to see the Lady Vikes just keep running their offense, Tony.
Yeah,
so
me
that's
too.
another turnover. So they just don't have the ball handlers to run clock.
Yep, 2:21 to play. 41-37. Lady Vikes with a 4-point lead, and referee is having them sit down. Then coach's staff sit down.
Yeah, he's wanting to make sure that the assistants know they need to stay seated.
Yep, and a near throwaway, and it is a throwaway by the Lady Thunderbirds. So the Lady Vikes catch a break there. 2:12 to play in the ball game. 41-37. And Patel to inbounds, gets it into Patterson. Patterson's guarded hard, and he gets it ahead to Patel. And they're trying to do this little trap. And Scheibe with it.
And Lady Vikes are in the bonus. So,
yep. Now Patterson, they're nearing the midcourt mark. Now Scheibe with it. That's the one you want to go to the free throw line.
I can't believe they've let a lot of contact go.
Yep, sure have. And now Patel with it. Patel gets the Scheibe. 1:44 and counting. Lady Vikes lead by 4. Finally, a foul is called. So Sydney Scheibe will go to the line to shoot a 1-and-1.
Team foul number 8. At the line, shooting a 1-and-1 for Parsons.
The foul is called on Soto, and that is only her first. So Lady Vikes 4-point lead. Sydney Scheibe at the line to extend this lead. 41-37 Lady Vikes. Make that 42-37. So Sydney Scheibe with 3 big free throws here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you mentioned it, Tony. That's the gal you want up at the free throw line in this situation for sure.
So now a 5-point lead for the Lady Vikes, 42-37, 1:40 to play in the ball game. Second one is good. So Sydney Scheibe 4 for 4, and Anaya Hinman's 2 for 2 in this quarter. So Lady Vikes are 6 for 6 from the free throw line in the fourth quarter, Scott. And it's going to come up big. And we got a full timeout by Circle. So let's take a 30-second break here. Listen to Lady Viking basketball on V93.
Labette Community College is meeting the need for an increased demand in qualified radiographers. Our radiography students will train on the latest technology in a hospital simulation environment.
I wanted to be able to go into a career where I could help people. And if you're going to go into that field in this part of the four-state area, LCC is the only place to come.
Tuition is nearly half the cost of universities. Scholarship and financial aid available for those who qualify. Text radiography to 620-293-6671 for more information or visit labette.edu.
Welcome back, Parsons High School. Tony Fuentes, Scott Marlowe. Scott, turned out to be a pretty good fourth quarter so far here for the Lady Vikings. Just got to close it out.
Yeah, they'll have to handle some full court press and just hit the glass. Do not give Circle any second chances. And I think the Lady Vikes can escape with a win tonight.
Yep. Inbound to Soto. Soto with it. And nice spin move. And Voits with a nice clean look, but she missed it. Now Thornton for 3, and it's an air ball. And she stepped out of bounds, so it's going to be Lady Vikings basketball. So it looks like there is going to be a press. Lady Vikes setting up a press break here.
I would send Anaya long.
Yeah.
There she goes.
There she goes. Nice, easy layup probably if she gets it. And Anaya Hinman with a layup on the other end. And that might do it. 1:13 to play, 8-point lead, 45-37. Three-pointer off the mark. And the two Lady Vikes were fighting over it and knocked it away. And now another three on the way, no good. Patterson loses it. Now it's going to be a jump ball, and it should be Lady Vikings on the possession. So 58 seconds. Lady Vikings basketball with an 8-point lead. So Lady Vikes are 6 for 6 from the free throw line here in the fourth quarter, which has come up big.
Yeah, it's nice to see the Lady Vikes knocking those down.
Yeah, now Patterson with it. And they're going to have to foul. They get it ahead to Scheibe. And knocked away. And it will stay with the Lady Vikings. So we took a little bit off the clock, down to 49 seconds. Lady Vikes still lead by 8, 45-37.
Lady Vikes have done a great job staying out of foul trouble. Look at that, two team fouls here in the second half.
Wow, that's amazing. Yeah, I'm surprised their coach hadn't pointed that out to the refs. Scheibe.
That was close to
a little bit of elbows there. Now Patel throws it away. Now Johnson's going the other way for a layup. Sure enough, Emma Johnson scores a basket on the other end to cut the lead to 6. So it's not over yet. So we got a full timeout on the court. Let's just keep it here. You're listening to the Lady Vikings game here, Scott. It's been, if you're listening in, it's been a tale of all kinds of different stuff. Lady Vikes
really has.
Lady Vikes really dominated first quarter, which I thought, should be an easy win for them. And then they only scored 11 in the second, only scored 8 in the third, and now they have scored 13 here in the fourth. And there's 38 seconds, and we have a 6-point lead. So it's just definitely been a tough-fought game.
Yeah, it's been a pretty good game. It's been ragged at times, but Lady Vikes are still going to have to knock down some free throws. And this next foul will still just be a 1-and-1. So hopefully they can get it to Sydney Scheibe, or definitely at least get it into the front court. Yep. Burn a little bit of clock, but Circle's not going to let them run very much time off because we're down to 38 seconds left. But it'd be nice if the Lady Vikes could get a couple more points on the board via the free throw line, make it a 3-possession game.
Yep, and they're trying to get it into Scheibe, and they do. Now Scheibe with it. She's guarded hard, and they're going to call a foul on Cobble. And Sydney Scheibe will go to the line for a 1-and-1. So the all-important first one here, Scott, can make it a 3-possession game with 34 seconds. Nobody else I'd rather have at the line. First one's good. So now a 7-point lead for the Lady Vikes. Lady Vikes are now 7 for 7 from the free throw line here in the fourth quarter. And Lady Vikes are all going back on defense. Scheibe's second free throw is good. So Sydney Scheibe continuing with the good free throw shooting. Down to 33 seconds. Lady Vikes lead by 8. Johnson all the way across to Cobble. Cobble for 3 is no good. And Anaya cleans it up, and she's fouled. So Anaya is fouled with 22 seconds left in the game. Lady Vikes lead by 8.
And that may have done it right there,
That
Tony.
might have completely finished it.
And if my eyes don't deceive me, Tony, across the way I think I see Jim Bush. And I haven't seen him in the gym for a while. I believe he may still be in the top 10 all-time scorers for the boys basketball team.
Really?
I know he was in the top 10 for a long time.
I did not know that. Yeah, his grandson, Joe Keel, is he got in the varsity game this last week.
Yes, he did. And he's going to be a good ball player.
Yeah, he's fast. Got good outside shot. Nia Hinman knocks down both free throws. Huge. Now the Lady Vikes. Did I miss the first free throw? Did she miss the first one, Scott?
I think I thought she hit both.
I thought she did too, but it should have been, by my count, it should have been 50 to 40. But now Brianna Patterson's at the line for the Lady Vikes, and she will shoot two. The first one is no good. Second one is no good. So now we're down to 20 seconds. And three-pointer on the way is no good. Saved by Dennison. Sayla Ray with it. Now Circle with the ball. Down to 10 seconds. Soto with it.
No fouls.
Dennison off the mark, no good. Now Patterson with it. And she throws it ahead to Sayla Ray, and that should be the ball game. And the Lady Vikes with the victory tonight, 49 to 40.
That was a hard-fought game.
It's a tough-fought game. Well, let's take it back to the station for a 1-minute break, and then we'll come back for the Bowen Pharmacy post-game report from the girls' side. You're listening to Lady Viking Basketball on V93.
My name is Bria, and I'm a pharmacist at Bowen Pharmacy. I'm here today to tell you about one of our patient programs, Meds to Beds. Bowen Pharmacy South is located in the medical office building at Labette Health. Our staff works closely with the doctors, nurses, and social care workers to ensure that your transition out of the hospital is an easier and more convenient experience for you and your loved ones. If you are having inpatient or outpatient surgery, we will get your medications directly from your doctor and deliver them right to your hospital bed. If you are having a baby, we will get your medications or anything else that you may need to get your family home without the hassle of making several stops along the way. Whether you're here for a few hours or a few days, we are here at Bowen Pharmacy and Bowen Pharmacy South to help get you well without any interruption in transition of care. Just ask for Meds to Beds. At Bowen Pharmacy and Bowen Pharmacy South, we are here for you today and we are here for you tomorrow.
Bowen Pharmacy supports the Parsons Vikings here, and here, and here. It's our goal to keep you covered. At Bowen Pharmacy, we give no excuses for you not to make it to the game. And it's always a great day to be a Viking.
School, Tony Fuentes, Scott Marlowe. Lady Vikes victorious tonight against the Circle Thunderbirds in the second game of the three-part tournament that is hosted by Towanda Circle. So the Lady Vikings with a 49 to 40 victory tonight. And let's go down the scores. First for the Lady Thunderbirds, Katie Cobble with 4 points. Kylie Dennison with 4 points. London Soto with 4 points. Kira Sawyer with 7. Emma Johnson with 5. Isabel Marley with 7. Kaya Thornton with 8. And for the Lady Vikings, leading scorers are shared by Anaya Hinman and Sydney Scheibe, both with 21 points. Ashka Patel with 6. And Riley Dunley with 4. And so, Scott, the Lady Vikings, you know, like you said, is going to come down to that last 8 minutes. And sure enough, the Lady Vikes played pretty well in the last 8 minutes to win that game.
Yeah, they deserve to win it. You know, they deserved to win the first quarter. They deserved to win the fourth quarter. I kind of thought for the most part the middle two quarters belonged to Circle.
Yep.
And the Lady Vikings, they just out executed the T-Birds down the stretch. And turnovers were about even, 25 for Circle, 24 for the Lady Vikes, but 16 second half turnovers by the Lady T-Birds was huge. I think three turnovers their first 3 possessions of the second half, and they got off to a bad start. And unfortunately the Lady Vikes really down the stretch, the difference was they made their free throws.
Yeah, and that's what it ended up being, is free throws at the end. The Lady Vikes, between Hinman and Scheibe, were 9 for 9 in the fourth quarter, and that, I mean, basically we had a 9-point win, and those 9 points is huge, and that's what probably could have been what would have not sent us to overtime against Girard if we knocked down some of those free throws. The free throws, are a huge part of this game, and if Anaya Hinman's going to want to keep going to the rack, she's going to have to continue to shoot free throws good, and she did so tonight.
Yeah, and she's going to get so much attention down in the paint. You know, we saw her double teamed all night long, occasionally triple teamed. Yeah. And, you know, sometimes it resulted in a turnover, but you know, she got to the free throw line a lot. And I would expect, you know, with shooters like Patel and Scheibe out on the perimeter, I have a feeling that Coach Scheibe is really going to get a night as, hey, if you know you got 3 people coming at you, you know, kick it back out immediately, and somebody's going to be open. So, but it was a nice win for the Lady Vikes. I mean, 3-0, you can't get any better than that.
Yeah, 3-0, and I'm not sure. I haven't really looked up anything on Mulvane yet, so I'm sure we're going to be able to check out, because I know they will play Independence and Labette County. Right. So that I believe they played Labette County on Tuesday, and I'm pretty sure they're playing Independence tonight. So we should be able to get a little bit of a feel of what we're going to have to look for on Saturday, as the Lady Vikings will travel to Towanda Circle for the third game of this tournament at 2:30 p.m. on Saturday, and I will be able to be there to have the coverage for the Lady Vikings game at 2:30 and for the boys game that will follow that game on Saturday.
Yeah, that's great. It's a bit of a drive out there, but it's a nice facility. Yep. They have out there at Circle High School. I always enjoy going out there.
Fortunate for me, you know, it's close to Wichita. My daughter's at Wichita State.
There you go.
So going to go up a little early, have lunch with Isabel, and then I think she's even going to go to the game with us on Saturday.
Good. So, good deal.
So she'll be able to catch the Vikings in action. So I'm still waiting to see if Coach Scheibe is going to make an appearance. What do you think, Scott? I think we should
I see him out in the hall. We'll see if he makes his way.
He's in the doorway. Let's see if we can get Coach Scheibe up here for a quick talk before we take a break before the boys' game. And he's making his way this way. He's chatting with Athletic Director Rob Barkus. Victorious Coach Pat Scheibe is on his way up here. As the boys are warming up here against the Circle T-Bird boys team, and they look like they got some size to them, Scott, as well.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough matchup, I think, for the Vikes. But you know, coming in at 0-2, Vikes, I think you know they're ready to win a basketball game. You know, I think they'll play well tonight.
Yep. All right, we are joined by victorious Coach Pat Scheibe. Coach Scheibe, can you hear us?
Yes.
Coach, there were some parts of that game were pretty ugly. The second and third quarter didn't look real great. Felt like we played a really good first quarter and then finished it off. And between Sydney and Anaya, we're 9 for 9 from the free throw line in the fourth quarter between those two, and that ends up being the victory amount. So what do you got to say about the way the girls played tonight?
Well, I thought we played hard, you know, the entire time, and I probably should have backed us off in the second quarter because we was pressing there a little bit. We wasn't getting any steals, and once we finally backed off a little bit and made them run, you know, their half-court offense, they struggled. And they started scoring quite a bit in the second quarter because we was pressing and they was throwing over it and getting some easy shots. So, you know, we decided to back up, you know, halftime, back Anaya up, and we started playing better half-court defense. But, you know, Anaya, man, she plays probably the best defense by far out of anybody we have. And, you know, then we expect her to do a lot on offense as well. And we've been pushing them really hard in practice and shooting free throws, you know, when we're tired, and I think it's definitely helping us.
Yeah. So I know it was a tough-fought game, and I know I've seen Patterson go out. We was kind of holding our breath there for a little bit. You know, it looked like her knee locked up or something, and so good to see her come back out.
Yeah, thank God it was just cramps, and she was cramping up there. But, you know, she didn't maybe score a point tonight, but she really anticipated some passes there and played pretty good defense and came up with some big steals.
Yeah, but she had a lot of good rebounds as well.
Yep. But like you said, you know, we got to clean up a few things, but, you know, I can't ever doubt the girls' effort. You know, they play hard, and we just got to continue to keep, you know, getting better on the things that we need to work on. And, our practices have been very good. We've been pushing them harder. We've been acting like we're losing every game and pushing them even harder in practice, and I think that will pay off.
That's good. So you better hope Coach Cato Barmiller didn't see Dunley down there wrestling on the floor. He's trying to get her to wrestle, man. Yeah. She's down there wrestling around with that girl on the floor. But I guess I don't know how six eyes don't see somebody get kicked. But I mean,
I think everybody in the gymnasium seen that she got kicked, and but they must have missed it. But I just told them, I said, keep your heads and don't do nothing stupid, when the game was close. And so, good win. And, Riley, I never have to doubt her effort. She goes hard, all the time. There's a few of the other ones that need to pick it up a little bit more on the defensive end.
So we go to Towanda Circle, 2:30 on Saturday to play Mulvane. I have not looked up anything on Mulvane. I don't know how they did against Labette County on Tuesday. Have you looked at that at all?
Yeah, Mulvane beat Labette County 42-34.
Okay.
So we'll have our hands full, but we just got to keep getting better and keep working hard in practice. And the things that we've been struggling on, I feel like we're getting better. We, it was 14-34 that one game from the free throw line, and then we hit, like you said, 9-9 in the fourth quarter. So
yeah, that was big.
Hopefully, like I said, we just continue to keep getting better and the girls stay hungry.
Yeah, by my count, I only see 5 missed free throws, so that's a big step in the right direction on the free throw side. So good win, Coach. Scott, you have anything else?
No, I'm just ecstatic. 3-0. That sounds like undefeated to me. That's awesome.
Hopefully we can keep it going. I don't know when the last time we went 3-0 starting out. I don't really care. The main thing is that we keep getting better through the season, and we're playing our best basketball at the end of the season, and that's our goal. So thank you guys, and probably say hi to my mom there at home. She's listening. So hopefully see you guys Saturday.
Yep, I'll be there.
Sounds good. Congratulations, Coach.
Thank you.
All right, that was Coach Pat Scheibe, victorious coach of the Lady Vikings. And Scott, how much time you want to take here?
Just want to take a couple of minutes.
Yep.
Take a 2-minute break, and then we'll be back. Talk about our boys contest. You're listening to Viking Basketball on V93.
At Labette Health, we've earned our place as a top 100 hospital in the nation for joint replacement. Serving a 6-county area since 1961, Labette Health has also earned national recognition as a respected regional medical center renowned for its comprehensive healthcare services and commitment to high-quality patient care. With over 80 physicians and providers throughout southeast Kansas, Labette Health is 100% devoted to medical excellence. For more information or to find a provider near you, call 620-421-4881 or visit labettehealth.com.
Day & Zimmerman, one of the largest privately owned companies in the U.S. with operations across the country and internationally. We are comprised of multiple brands that put people to work, protect our freedoms, and improve the world. The Parsons, Kansas location has manufactured munitions for over 50 years for our country's warfighters. Day & Zimmerman has immediate openings for production operators starting at $18.02 an hour on our weekend crew. Work a 12-hour day shift Friday, Saturday, and Sunday and receive 40 hours of pay. We also offer competitive benefits. Apply today.
Bowen Pharmacy supports the Parsons Vikings here, and here, and here. It's our goal to keep you covered. At Bowen Pharmacy, we give no excuses for you not to make it to the game. And it's always a great day to be a Viking.
Labette Community College is meeting the need for an increased demand in qualified radiographers. Our radiography students will train on the latest technology in a hospital simulation environment.
I wanted to be able to go into a career where I could help people. And if you're going to go into that field in this part of the four-state area, LCC is the only place to come.
Tuition is nearly half the cost of university.
The the start of our boys contest. The Viking boys, rather, looking for their first win of the season. They went down to Girard in the season opener and then came up a little bit short against Wichita Collegiate Tuesday night. Now back home in the friendly confines of Parsons High School as they get ready to take on the Circle T-Birds out of Towanda. Again, this is part of that T-Bird Classic, which is a AVCTL versus SEK tournament of sorts, or challenge is probably a better word. Vikings traveled out to Collegiate on Tuesday. Now they're hosting Circle here on Thursday night, and then all the teams will be playing at Circle High School on Saturday. And Tony, I believe when they first started doing this challenge, were all games played in Towanda?
All games were at Towanda.
Yeah, and now they're giving everybody a chance to have at least one home game. In fact, I think that's how it always works. One home, one away, and then everybody plays at Circle on Saturday. That's a little bit better
I think
situation.
So as well. What was it, about 6 years ago that we played like in an Emporia tournament? It was something like that.
I think so.
To where we had a home and an away, and then we played at Emporia on a Saturday. I think, definitely a little bit more fair to the teams to do that. The Lancer Classic is close enough that it's, not a huge drive. You can get to Southeast in probably 20 minutes.
Right.
So when we play in the Lancer Classic, it's a little bit easier drive for the team and for us as well. So it's a little bit tougher to try to get up around Wichita. three times in a week. Whenever tough. We have full-time jobs, it's a little bit tough. So
I think my first year doing this gig, I think Mike Chavez and I had 3 consecutive trips out to Andale for sub-state. We had I think a girls game, then a boys game, and then another girls game, and it was a lot of driving. Over those 3 days. So
that would be definitely tough.
Let's go and run down the starting lineups for tonight's contest. First, for the visitors from Circle High School, they will go with 6'3" junior Ethan Kane, 5'11" junior Nick Alls, 6'5" junior Cam Bame, 6'4" senior Trevin Kalman, and 6'2" junior Connor Chadwell. And Tony, you mentioned, it looks like they have quite a bit of size, and you could hear what they've got in that starting lineup compared to what you're going to hear for the Vikings, as they will go with 6'1" junior Jamarion Washington, 6'1" junior J.J. Kendrick, 5'10" junior Trey Mack, 5'9" senior Jesse Jones, and 6'4" junior Landon Wheat. And we'll see how it plays out, Tony, but you would imagine this might be a situation where it's just a contrast in styles. The Vikings are going to probably want to get up and down, take advantage of their quickness and athleticism. Towanda may try to slow it down a little bit and just pound it into their big guys, because it looks like they may have an advantage down in the paint.
Yeah, the next 3 guys are getting announced for the Circle all look like they have a lot of length.
Yep.
It'd be like us having 3 Landon Wheats,
Yes, right.
Literally.
Yeah.
So it's definitely going to be a little bit of an advantage. So hopefully, like you said, we can use our speed and get up and down the court and make some good points in transition.
Yeah, and I've been looking around the gym. Pretty decent crowd on hand. I didn't know what to expect with the game being played on a Thursday night. But
I just looked up in the stands. I was like, man, it's empty over there, but all the students are on the floor.
On the floor right now.
So yeah, that's we definitely got a pretty decent showing here tonight. And behind us, a pretty good group of people up here in the stands above us as well.
Both schools have team colors of blue and gold, but Parsons naturally being their home white, Circle in their traveling blue, and we are getting close to our opening tip. Anthony Houck, head coach for the Vikings, of course. Jordan Crawford, the head coach for the T-Birds. No, these teams have had some good hard-fought games over the years. I remember Swanson had that steal and layup to essentially win at the buzzer.
Yeah. That was either 2 or 3 years ago.
Yep.
That was one of those things that I thought they were going to go down, and because that was a tie game, I thought they were just going to try to run some clock and then try to get a last-second shot, and then if they miss it, they go to overtime, and the kid brought it just over half court, and Swanson picked it and went the other way for a layup, and that was a big win that year for the Vikings.
So both starting lineups are out on the floor. Landon Wheat, of course, will be jumping for the Vikes. Trevor Cowman, 6'4" senior, jumping for Towanda, and the opening tip won by the Vikings. But then
I'm not sure why Jesse Jones didn't go for that ball.
Boy, the Vikings out-hustled on that one. Bad start for the Vikes. They should have had that opening tip.
I'm not sure what.
I'm not sure
Jesse
either.
was doing.
So circle inbound. Looks like the Vikes will start man-to-man, and they get a steal. J.J. Kendrick, good to see him back on the floor for the Vikings. He had to sit out that season opener. Man-to-man by Towanda. Strong move, though, by Washington, and he scores.
That was impressive.
And the Vikes go with a full-court press. It was tipped, I believe. I think it was tipped by the Vikings. It'll stay with circle. But right away, you see the Vikings wanting to take advantage of their athleticism, and we'll see if circle is able to handle the quickness of the Vikes.
They're talking about the
they're
tip.
trying to figure out who was going to get the next held ball. So looks like it's going to go to Towanda.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think we tipped it out of bounds. And
air ball by the T-Birds, rebounded by the Vikes. Here comes Parsons. We are just underway at Parsons High School with the Vikes leading it 2-0. A long three by Jesse Jones off the mark, but there's an offensive rebound by Wheat. Out to Kendrick. JJ out top to Trey Mack. He wants to penetrate all the way. It's cut off and then throws it away. It's a turnover. Kane has it quickly up ahead. Easy layup at the other end, and laying it in is Chadwell for the T-Birds. They're going to put on a little bit of press in the backcourt. We are tied at 2. J.J. Kendrick into the front court. Over to Mack. In the corner to Kendrick. He goes baseline. Got it to Washington, but he lost it, and it's another turnover by Parsons. Kane has it. Gets it into the front court. Kicks it out for a wide open three. It's good. Knocking it down is Chadwell. He has all 5 points for circle, and they lead at 5-2. 6:20 to go in our opening quarter.
That was
Mack with it.
Good open look there by Chadwell. That was pretty impressive.
Mack into the paint. Kicks it out to Kendrick. He shoved off, and they caught him. Sure enough, that's an offensive foul on J.J. Kendrick. It's too bad, too, because he knocked the shot down. He's going to head to the bench.
He just happened to do it right in front of the official.
Yeah.
I think if the official's in a different position there, they might not call that.
So actually it's Mack that heads to the bench, replaced by Sawyer. Vikings continue to press. This time it's broken easily by the T-Birds. Another three-pointer, rounded off, no good, and skying for the rebound is Landon Wheat to Kendrick. Vikes down 5-2, 5:50 to go in our opening quarter. Kendrick cut off on the baseline out to Jones. Guess he dribbles out top, guarded closely by Nick Alls. Well, that's a foul out top, sure enough. Got a little too handsy.
Might have been a foul a little bit before that,
Yeah,
Scott.
I agree. It's like he was almost just testing the official to see how much he would let go. Sawyer, the sophomore, across the way, gets it into Kendrick. Trey Mack will check in at the next opportunity. And we've got another foul out top. This is on Connor Chadwell, the 6'2 junior. Picks up his first and the team's second. Only basket for the Vikings here in the early going was a power move down low by Jamarion Washington. Get it into Jones. Jesse on the right wing, now dribbles out of trouble. Now to Wheat. Landon goes to work, kicks it out to Mack. Thought about a three. Nice drive, his little floater, go!
Wow, good play.
5'10" junior gets his first basket, 5-4, Circle by 1. And we have a foul on the Vikings, and Circle will take it out. We're going to get Sawyer.
Sawyer on that one. I thought it was on Mac.
That's his first and the team's second. Marcus Young into the lineup for the T-Birds, along with Landon Boldra, 5'9" sophomore. Circled in. Inbound from the baseline. They get it out top. Kane has it. Now to Bame. Vikings sticking in their man-to-man. Nice drive. Layup with the left hand is good. Knocking it down is Marcus Young, who just checked in. 7-4, Circle by 3. 4:52 to go in the opening quarter. And another foul out at half court. This one's going to go against Landon Boldra.
That's 6 fouls in the first 3 minutes and 8 seconds. I mean, they're calling it pretty tight.
Vikes get it into Washington. Cut off on the baseline. He needs help. Sawyer for a long three. Off the back iron, no good, and rebounded out by Circle. Here come the T-Birds. They have the ball in a 3-point lead. They kick it into the corner. Nice little drive and kissing off the glass. It's no good, but they're going to run it down. Good look underneath, and the shot goes down from the baseline. Cam Bame, 6'5" junior, gives Circle a 9-4 lead.
That offensive rebound's big there for them.
Yeah, Vikes are going to have a little bit of trouble with their size tonight. Landon Wheat goes to work in the paint and can't score. Fighting for it. Who gets it? Still loose, and Thunderbirds have it. Quick outlet and a block. And we're going to have a foul. 2 free throws coming. May have got Jesse Jones on that one, sure enough.
Parsons fouls on number 3, Jesse Jones, his first personal
That is his first and the team's third.
At the line for Circle, shooting 2 shots, number 33, Marcus Young.
Young's first free throw is good. Gives him 3 points.
Checking in the game for Circle, number 24, Connor Chadwell. In for Parsons, number 1, JJ Kendrick.
By my count, it should be 12-4. They only have 10 points up on the board. Second one is also good.
Back in the game for Circle, number
Take that. I think I found my mistake. I think that's correct.
11-4.
I think it's 11-4, and that's what they have on the scoreboard. 4 minutes to go in the opening quarter. Vikes facing full court press, and they lost it. It's a steal and kind of a half dunk. It goes down for Kalman. Vikes down 13-4 and a near steal, but we have a foul, I believe. Sure
That's
enough.
his second foul.
Nichols picks up the foul. So I'm a little bit surprised that they're able to press the Vikings and have some success with it, but they have a 9-point lead, 3:45 to go here in the opening quarter. Vikes are going to have to get it going on both ends of the floor, Tony.
Yeah,
they're off to a slow start.
Yeah, unfortunately they're struggling just getting the ball up the court.
Yeah. Mack gets it into Kendrick. Kendrick to Sawyer.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see the travel. Did you see it?
I seen it. Yeah, he took a little bit of a jump step, and sure enough, the refs right there behind him. So 2 times in a row, the refs been right on top of it when we made mistakes.
Vikes are going to have to turn the tide quickly here. Oh, nice cut to the basket, and the layup goes down. We're going to have a timeout called by Coach Howe. Quick start for Circle. They lead at 15-4, 3:27 to go in the first quarter. We'll be back in 30 seconds. This is Viking basketball on B93.
At Labette Health, we've earned our place as a top 100 hospital in the nation for joint replacement. Serving a 6-county area since 1961, Labette Health has also earned national recognition as a respected regional medical center renowned for its comprehensive healthcare services and commitment to high-quality patient care. With over 80 physicians and providers throughout southeast Kansas, Labette Health is 100% devoted to medical excellence. For more information or to find a provider near you, call 620-421-4881 or visit LavetteHealth.com.
And we're back live at Parsons High School. Vikings getting the ball into the front court against a full court press, but they're down double digits early, 15-4. Jesse Jones with it. Like to see the senior get something going here. He penetrates, got bumped, no call. Oh, and he can't get the roll. It's been that kind of first quarter for the Vikes. Circle looking to run. Now they're going to have to slow things up. Boldra hands it off to Chadwell, who has 5 points. Here's a three-pointer by the lefty. It's good. Everything going right for Circle as Boldra knocks it down. It is 18-4. The Vikings have work to do. J.J. Kendrick gets fouled on his way to the basket, and he'll have a couple of free throws coming. Vikings have a big mountain to climb, Tony, as they have fallen behind by 14 here in the first quarter.
That's unbelievable. They've done, like you said, done just about everything right.
Kendrick's first free throw. Cannot get the roll.
Yep, the Vikings have been out-rebounded 5-2, and they've got 4 turnovers, so that's kind of the reason why they got a 14-point lead.
Yeah, I did notice there's a lot of upperclassmen on this roster for Circle. Vikes, in and out, no good, 0 for 2. And then a foul on the backcourt. Everything going right for Circle and pretty much everything going wrong for the Vikes as Jesse Jones just picked up his second personal.
And that's the one person you don't want to get in foul trouble.
Yeah, and he's
Jesse Jones.
I mean, your senior leader has 2 fouls in the first quarter and you're already down by 14. You may be looking at a really, really long night.
Yeah.
Chadwell is in the front court. Kane over to the lefty for another 3. He's fouled. It's no good, but he's going to get 3 free throws as everything continues to come up roses for the T-Birds. Sawyer picks up his second.
Wow.
2 on Sawyer, 2 on Jones, 1 on J.J. Kendrick. Team fouls are even at 5 apiece. Landon Boldra, 5'9" sophomore, first of 3 is good. Give him 4 points here in the first quarter.
I think the only reason he's in the game, Scott, is because Nick Ailes, the 5'11" junior, got 2 quick fouls, and he was the point guard.
Second free throw rolls in as Circle continues to put the hurt on the Vikes here in the first quarter. It is now 20-4. I mean, they're on pace for at least 30 points here in the first quarter, Tony. Third free throw, good. 21-4. Vikes have to get it going immediately or they're going to get blown right out of the gym. Circle continues to go with the full court press. J.J. Kendrick into the front court. Shoves off, no call. Sawyer in the corner to Mack. Mack penetrates. Nice dish to Kendrick. Nice, strong move, and he scores. Vikes need a lot more of that as we continue here in the first quarter. 21-6. Circle by 15, just over 2 minutes to go in quarter number 1. Kane with it. Spin move, almost lost it, and he did lose it. Washington. One way the Vikes can get back in it, force some turnovers of their own. Mack running the point because Jesse Jones on the bench with 2 fouls. Landon Wheat, strong move in the paint. Nice look, reverse layup, may have been partially blocked as the Vikes continue to struggle with the length of Circle. Boldra quickly up ahead. Layup is good, kicks it again off the glass. Chadwell, he now has 7 points. He has scored more points than the entire Viking team, 23-6. Circle by 17. Strong move by Wheat. Can't score. And it's taken out by Ethan Kane. And once again, Circle looking to run. Logan Nice had it temporarily. Now they kick it out for another 3. That one's off, and Sawyer with the rebound. Minute 5 to go in the first quarter. It is 23-6 Circle, and a foul in the backcourt.
That might be Chadwell. Sure enough,
yeah, that's his second. I noticed they listed almost so many guys on their roster, Tony, in the scorebook. I almost ran out of room. So they're using about all of them too. They're running guys in and out. Vikings with a huge mountain to climb already, down 23-6 with a minute to go in the first quarter. Jesse Jones back on the floor with 2 fouls. I thought he got bumped as he misses the shot. And once again, looking to run. It's a dunk at the other end for Kalman. He now has 6 points, and we'll have a timeout called by Circle. They lead it 25-6 with 47 seconds to go in the first quarter. And it's a full timeout. So we'll go and step away for a 30-second break. You're listening to Viking Basketball on B93.
At Labette Health, we've earned our place as a top 100 hospital in the nation for joint replacement. Serving a 6-county area since 1961, Labette Health has also earned national recognition as a respected regional medical center renowned for its comprehensive healthcare services and commitment to high-quality patient care. With over 80 physicians and providers throughout southeast Kansas, Labette Health is 100% devoted to medical excellence. For more information or to find a provider near you, call 620-421-4881 or visit labettehealth.com.
Well, it's been a disaster of a first quarter for the Vikings, and the kids are hearing it from their head coach for a full 60 seconds. Coach Houck has really laid into his team during that timeout. 25-6, Circle by 19. And Coach Houck was right. I heard him say that Circle they're being very simple. They're not doing anything that we can't guard. They're not doing anything that we can't score against. He wants the kids to go out and execute. And here we go, 40 seconds to go. Sawyer with it. He gets cut off in the paint. Almost threw it away. Jones has it now. Both teams have been in a man-to-man the entire first quarter. Sawyer wants a three-pointer. It's off the mark, no good. Who runs it down? All the way in the backcourt. That should not be a bet. Are they going to call a foul? I thought it was just two guys running for a loose ball, but they're going to get a foul on the Vikes. They're going to get Washington. 23 seconds to go in the first quarter. Circle, they can hold for one shot, Tony, and they will get opening possession of the second quarter as well. Marcus Young. Fame. Back to Young. Near steal. Now run down by Kalman, who's had a good first quarter. Out, third foul on Jesse Jones. Unbelievable. Jesse Jones, very frustrated, heads to the bench. 3 fouls, no points. Just has not been able to get into the flow of the game at all. You know, he typically doesn't get in a lot of foul trouble, Tony. To have him in this situation, frustrating first 8 minutes for the Vikings. And already, both teams in the bonus. Front end spins off, no good. Vikes have it with 6 seconds to go. Here comes J.J. Kendrick. Can you get the shot off? Kicks it out, a three-pointer. Oh, they don't know how much time's left, and that is classic. Vikes were not aware of how much time is left, and they don't even get a shot off. 25-6, Circle in front. We will take a 1-minute break. Let's make it a 30-second break. 30-second break, and we'll be back with quarter number 2. You're listening to Viking Basketball on B93.
Bowen Pharmacy supports the Parsons Vikings here, and here, and here. It's our goal to keep you covered. At Bowen Pharmacy, we give no excuses for you not to make it to the game. And it's always a great day to be a Viking.
Back live at Parsons High School. Scott Marlowe, Tony Fuentes with you. Tony, one of the roughest 8 minutes I've seen in a while for a Viking basketball team. That's what we've kind of grown used to the Vikings doing to their opponents the last few years. But, man, Circle takes it to the Vikings 25-6 at the end of the first quarter. Good balanced scoring by Circle, and they have the first possession as we get going in quarter number 2. We're going to run a little bit of a weave to start this. Looking for a drive. Ball tipped away. The Vikes have it. J.J. Kendrick, they don't really have the numbers. J.J. will slow things up. Out to Sawyer for a wide open 3. There, he found it. Dante Sawyer, and we have a quick timeout. How about that? A timeout called by Circle after a turnover, and then a three-pointer by the Vikings. I don't know that I've ever seen a coach call a timeout that quick when you have a 16-point lead.
That was very surprising, but I mean, I think this coach looks like, I mean, I don't remember seeing him before, but
I don't either.
He looks like he could have played some college ball himself, you know.
Yeah, he's a big guy.
Pretty good size to him, so the name sounds familiar. Jordan Crawford.
So again, the Vikings are going to have to come back here in the second quarter, and they're going to have to do it possibly with Jesse Jones on the bench the entire quarter, as he got hit with 3 fouls in the first quarter. Kalman with it. But that's a foul. Oh, I think he got pushed. The Vikings caught a break. Coach Crawford can't believe it. I think there was a shove, and the Vikings caught a break on that, I believe.
Yeah, we'll take that one.
Yeah, Vikes going to need some breaks to get back in this thing. Down 25-9, 7:25 to go in the first half. Trey Mack tried to get it to Wheat. It's poked away. Kalman at the other end, and he lays it in. He has been a very difficult matchup for the Vikes. He now has 8 points, and it is 27-9, 18-point lead for the T-Birds. Mack picks up his dribble, needs help. Out to Kendrick. Vikes very small on the floor with the exception of Landon Wheat. Tough shot on the baseline as an air ball, rebounded out by Kalman. Up ahead to Chadwell. His shot in and out, no good. Rebounded by Kendrick. Circle is essentially perfect in the first quarter. In and out on the three-pointer by Sawyer and rebounded out by Kalman. They're going to be very difficult on the glass, Tony. They're just so much bigger than the Vikes. All's with it. Little floater in the lane, no good, but a foul. And going to the line to shoot 2 will be Chadwell. He had 7 points in the first quarter. You get Trey Mack, his first.
Now, so far in the game, Scott, I only have 1 offensive rebound. It was by Circle in the first quarter. So the Vikings, like you said, not getting any second chance opportunities.
Free throw off the back iron, no good. Johnson checking in. Connor Barkus also into the lineup for the Vikes. Chadwell's second free throw is good. 28-9 is your score. Circle on top, 6:29 to go in the first half. Circle goes with a 2-2-1 zone press. Johnson with it to Sawyer. Gets into the front court.
I'm surprised they backed off on that, Scott.
I thought maybe they were going to trap out at as soon as he got into the front court. Wheat with it at the free throw line. Out to Barkus. He wants the 3 right away. It's short. Knocked out, I believe, by Circle. Sure enough, it'll stay with the Vikes. How about the confidence by Barkus to come in off the bench and launch that 3?
Yeah.
They lob it into Wheat. Has it poked away, gets it back. Strong move. What's the call? I think they counted the basket. And Landon Wheat got fouled and will go to the line to complete the 3-point play.
That's
Kalman.
much needed there.
Yeah, Vikes are going to need a lot more of that the rest of the way. So a lot of fouls called here in the first half, both ways. Both teams in the bonus already. Landon Wheat gets his first basket. 28-11 is your score. Wheat's free throw is good. So they've outscored Circle 6-3 for what that's worth here in the second quarter, but man, still a long ways to go for the Vikes. They're down 28-12. 6 minutes to go in the first half.
Oh,
nice cut to the basket, and the shot is good off the glass by Kalman. He's in double figures with 10. And a steal. Great hustle by Mack. He gets it back for the Vikings. And then he thought he got fouled. No call. 30-12. Circle by 18. Almost another steal. That's probably going to go over to Circle. Sure enough. It is another turnover on the Vikes. It has been a rough first half, to say the least.
Man.
Cam Bame, 6'5 junior, to throw it in front of the official scores table. Vikes have 6 guys on the floor.
Pretty much 2 turnovers, Scott, and we didn't even get across half court.
Right. Yeah, I'm really shocked that the Vikes have not been able to handle the press of Circle. We knew their size would be an issue.
Oh, he walked.
Yeah, I thought he took steps.
Holy mackerel.
Right in front of the official. Young with it. Nice drive, but couldn't finish. Rebounded by Wheat. Landon brings it into the front court. 18-point lead for Circle. 5:15 to go in the first half. 14-footer, no good by Kendrick, and pulled out of there by Boulder, the 5'9 sophomore.
We got to make those.
Young with it. Surround his man, loses it, gets it back, and a near steal. Boy, ball still loose, but Circle ends up with it. Boulder.
Yeah.
That time they caught him, taking steps. And checking in will be Zach May, 6'3 junior. You know, with this 18-point lead, a lot of options for Coach Crawford.
Yeah, what was the lead at the end of the quarter?
At the end of the first quarter, it was 25-6.
So 19-point lead. So the Vikings are ahead by 1 in this
they've
quarter.
gained 1.
And I have the rebounds are equal and turnovers are equal in this quarter, and that's why we're even with them. So I mean, Coach Hack was right. I mean, we can play with these guys. We just had a really awful start.
Yeah, and it's going to be so hard. I mentioned earlier with Jesse Jones, foul trouble. We'll see what the Vikings can do. Johnson with it, the top of the key, takes a couple of dribbles, hands off to Sawyer. Looking to get into the trees, has it taken away. It's another turnover. Here comes Boulder with it. Backs it out. Circle with good ball movement. Spin move and an offensive foul on Kane. He gets his first personal. So 30-12, and I kind of thought Circle's offensive explosion, I thought they would kind of have to slow things down just because, I mean, everything went right for them in the first 8 minutes.
Sure did.
And they will continue to put on a full-court press, and who can blame them with the Vikings senior point guard on the bench saddled with 3 fouls, and now a silly foul on Boldra. See, that looked like a foul. Coach Crawford is complaining about it, but it looked like a pretty substantial bump to me. So 1-and-1 coming. Sawyer's front end of the 1-and-1. Good. So Sawyer has 4 points. Makes it 30-13. This is not an insurmountable deficit for the Vikes, but, man, they just need to chip away
kind of like
little by little. So 30-14 as Sawyer knocks down both free throws. 4:20 to go. Man, if the Vikes could just get it down to 10, Tony.
Yeah, get a couple of stops, get a couple of baskets. Chip away at this lead.
Nice has it. Now over to Bame. The big man drives off the glass, no good, but the Vikes are slow to get to the loose ball.
Rebound.
Nice spin move, and the shot goes down.
Offensive rebound ended up being points, Scott.
And then the Vikes just threw it away. 32-15, yeah. If the Vikes could have ran, or 32-14 rather, if the Vikes could have ran down that loose ball, 30-14, come down, hit a 3.
Yep.
Then all of a sudden you got a little bit of momentum, but.
And then we throw it away right off the bat.
Tallest. 6'1 junior checking in, replacing Johnson. Circle, they just look like the more experienced team, and which they are.
Yep.
When you look at their roster compared to ours, and they have dominated. There's that little cut to the basket again. Banking it in off the glass is Kalman. He has 12 points. Back to a 20-point lead now for Circle at 34-14. Sawyer got bumped. Good look, and then a traveling violation as Washington just slipped and fell down. He's frustrated, and who can blame him? Man, a 20-point lead for Circle. And believe it or not, the teams have essentially been even here in the second quarter.
Yep.
It was that first quarter explosion by Circle, 25-6. They outscored the Vikes in those first 8 minutes. They just keep, several times they've just had the 6'4 senior, Trevor Kalman, just essentially rolling to the basket. He gets a little momentum. They toss it to him, and the Vikings just have not been able to stop it.
Yeah, he's been getting all the rolls, too.
Yeah, he has. A little bit of weave action. Little floater in the lane is short. Nice hustle by Sawyer. He gets the rebound for the Vikes. Vikes down by 20. And a foul out top.
That should be 2 free throws now.
I think Logan Nice picked up the personal.
Fouls on number 4, Logan Nice, his first personal foul, team foul number 10.
Yep, so double bonus as Landon Wheat will check in after this first free throw. Dante Sawyer looking for his 6th point. Got it to go. He's 3 for 3 from the line. Wheat and Kendrick into the lineup, replacing Mack and Barkus. 34-15, circled by 19, 3:15 to go in quarter number 2. Second free throw, good.
Sawyer's making some free throws. That's a good sign.
So 34-16, 18-point lead for the T-Birds. Kalman, three-pointer, may have been partially blocked, and that means it's going to stay. It's going to stay with the T-Birds. Sure enough, that was a good call by the official. Yeah, it was. Coach Houck doesn't agree with it, but it was tipped. It was
100%. I saw it.
Nice to throw it in from the baseline. He's got a man wide open in the corner. Didn't get it to him in time. Now he finally does. Out top to Boldra. Over to Nice. Back to Boldra. That's a way outside off the mark, but an offensive rebound and knocked out of bounds by the Vikes. I don't know if there's much Parsons could have done about that, but you know, they got Gavin Kildow in the lineup now. He's at 6'3". Johnson checking in for the Vikes, replacing Trey Tullis. Vikes need a lot of things to go right the last 2:52 of this half. Boy, an easy one that time. A gimme missed off the inbound play by Cam Bain. Vikes need to get some points on the board, down 34-16 late in the first half. Washington into the paint. Shot cannot get the roll and rebounded out by Kildow of Towanda. They're going to slow things up. They've only put up 9 points here in the second quarter, Tony, but the Vikes haven't really been able to gain. Oh, a great steal by Washington. Goes in for the layup. He missed it. Second try goes down by Sawyer, and he got fouled.
Now Dante Sawyer.
He's keeping the Vikings halfway in this ball game. He has 9 points all here in the second quarter. If he knocks this one down, he can get the Vikes to within 15. Sophomore puts it up, and he got it. He's been perfect from the line.
We have a 10-point second quarter is awesome.
That's awesome. 34-19, 15-point lead for Circle. We'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Viking Basketball on B93.
At Labette Community College, we're passionate about medicine and compassionate about people. Our highly trained instructors provide innovative career-specific education in the field of diagnostic medical sonography. Do you already have an associate or bachelor's degree in healthcare? Earn an additional certification in sonography. LCC offers a 12-month completely online program with a clinical component. In as little as 1 year, specialize in OB, abdomen, or vascular. For more information, text pound SONO to 620-293-6671 today. Apply online at labette.edu.
Welcome back to Parsons High School, everybody. Tony, the good news, Vikings have outscored Circle 13-9 here in the second quarter, but they're going to have to pick up that a little bit more to get back in this thing as the Vikings trail 34-19. Vikings, you know, they've got a couple guys that can shoot the three, and you can get back into a game very quickly that way, but they're going to have to get some stops at the defensive end as well as play resumes. Boldra somehow got it back, puts up a floater, and it goes. Man. That was kind of an awkward-looking shot, but the sophomore now has 8 points, 36-19, 17-point lead for the T-Birds. Washington with it. Out on the right wing. Both teams, I think, been in a man-to-man the whole game, and it's tipped away, and it's a steal. Comes Kalman with it. Nice look underneath, and then, Vikes should have been able to steal that. Kalman lost it. It's a steal. Kendrick got fouled, and they caught that one. 2 free throws coming. And really, I know Circle likes to play an aggressive defense, but they're kind of helping the Vikings out. I mean, we're in the double bonus, and when you're down big like this, nothing better than putting points on the board with the clock standing still.
Yep, as long as we can continue to make these free throws. Sawyer's been the one shooting the last probably 4 or 5 and knocked them all down. So let's see what Kendrick can do.
He was 0 for 2 in the first quarter. That one's off the mark, no good. One more coming for the 6'1 junior. Kalman heads to the bench, replaced by Logan Nice, 5'11 junior. So they're about the smallest team that we've seen from Towanda right now that's on the floor. That's going to be too hard, and it's rebounded out.
Man, we needed that.
By the T-Bird. So Kendrick 0 for 4 from the free throw line here in the first half.
Unofficially have 0 offensive rebounds for the Vikings.
Yeah, that's tough. Boulder wide open. The lefty shoots. Was right on the target, but somehow he ends up with an offensive rebound. Then his little floater off the glass, no good. Landon Wheat grabs the rebound. Vikes down 15 with a little over a minute to go in the first half. Great move by Kendrick. He scores with the left hand. So he missed those 2 free throws, but he just made up for it there with a tremendous move. Vikes back to within 15 at 36-21. Circle may want to hold for the last shot here. It'd be nice if the Vikes could force him into a turnover at least, because they definitely are going to try to milk this clock down. Vikes have gone to a zone. They get it in the corner to Kildow. Over to Young. He wanted the three-pointer. Down to 27 seconds. Now to Boldra. Vikes really not putting a whole lot of pressure on the ball, Tony. This is going to not really be that difficult to run this down for Circle. 12 seconds to go in the half. Circle with the ball and a 15-point lead. Now they're going to get things going. Boldra. There is a steal up ahead to Wheat. Wide open. And he lays it in. 2 seconds to work with. They'll get off a half-court heave. No good, and we have reached halftime with your score. It's actually the closest the Vikings have been in a long time, Tony.
Yeah.
Circle 36, Parsons 23. Let's take a 2-minute break, and we'll be back to break down the first half. You're listening to Viking Basketball on V93.
At Labette Community College, we're passionate about medicine and compassionate about people. Our highly trained instructors provide innovative career-specific education in the field of diagnostic medical sonography. Do you already have an associate or bachelor's degree in healthcare? Earn an additional certification in sonography. LCC offers a 12-month completely online program with a clinical component. In as little as 1 year, specialize in OB, abdomen, or vascular. For more information, text pound SONO to 620-293.
This year's team includes freshman Natalie Bowman, freshman Shea Clark, junior Kayla Young, senior Bella Dominguez, senior Carolyn Chapman, and senior captain Chloe Carson. Manager Kieran Monica. This routine was choreographed by junior Kendall Young and coach Emily Morris.
We're back.
Yeah, we're back live at Parsons High School. Scott Marlowe, Tony Fuentes with you. 36-23 is your score. Circle in front, and if you're joining us late, you actually have to feel halfway decent about the Vikings' chances going into the second half. Tony, Parsons down 25-6 at the end of the first quarter, and then they were able to outscore Circle 17-11 in the second quarter, and that was with their senior point guard Jesse Jones on the bench the entire second quarter because of the 3 fouls he picked up in quarter number one. I'm assuming Coach Houck will start him in the third quarter, but if he picks up a quick fourth foul, he's right back on the bench.
Yeah, I mean, and Jesse's one of those types that he can score in bunches too.
Right.
So I mean, if he can come out and get hot and knock down a couple of threes, I mean, we could literally be right back in the middle of this. But I looked at some of their guys that I would consider their better players. Number 24, Connor Chadwell. Yep. Number 1, Nick Ailes. Both of those guys went to the bench early with two fouls each.
Yep.
And those two kids, I mean, I feel like are two of their big playmakers. So you got to assume that they're going to come out in the third quarter and play. And they were the ones that were causing a lot of that havoc there in the beginning of the game that led to that 25-6 lead by them. So but unfortunately, they were playing so aggressive that, they were getting the whistle called on them.
Yeah, and I mentioned earlier how many guys Coach Crawford was running in and running out, and they have a deep bench, and that allowed him, we've got this big lead, got a couple of our guys in with 2 fouls. Let's put them on the bench for the rest of the half and maintain a double-digit lead at halftime, which they did. But, and I know the Vikings don't have the talent they did a few years ago, but I'm sure you remember Parsons trailed a really good Pittsburgh team by 20 points in the third quarter.
Yep.
Came back and won that thing. Won it in regulation even by 3 points, if I remember correctly. So down 13 when you've got a 3-point line and you got a guy like Jesse Jones and Dante Sawyer can knock it down. I've seen J.J. Kendrick hit some threes. The Vikings can get back in this thing. But, I mean, I know you mentioned some of their rebounding issues. I don't know how that's going to change in the second half. I really don't. I think Circle is just too big.
Yeah, I think their height is definitely to their advantage, and I mean I just don't think unless we really box out on some of those rebounds, especially on the offensive boards, I think it's going to be tough to get those rebounds, and I mean I'd love to see Landon Wheat get a couple offensive rebounds and putbacks, but it just hasn't happened yet in this game.
And one thing that was disappointing, there were at least 2 specific times I can remember where the Vikings probably should have had a defensive rebound, and they just got out-hustled to the ball. It was kind of a loose ball situation, and they were just outworked. I know Landon Boldra ran down one of them, the 5'9" sophomore, for Circle, and the Vikings cannot allow that to happen in the second half.
Yeah, and I mean, you look at the opening tip, not running that down.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
That kind of started the.
That set the tone, didn't it?
Yeah, it just set the tone to where it just didn't look very. We didn't feel like. I didn't feel like we were as aggressive as we needed to be, especially on the rebound side.
Yeah, we were pretty lethargic in that first quarter. It's almost like we didn't know what to expect from Circle, and it's almost like the guys didn't expect them to be that aggressive on defense and to see that kind of pressure in the backcourt. Let's go ahead and run down the first half scoring. First for Circle, they were led by 6'4" senior Trevor Kalman with 12 points, 8 points apiece for Chadwell and Boldra, 4 points for Marcus Young, and 2 points apiece for Bame and Ethan Kane. Leading the way for the Vikes, what a great second quarter by Dante Sawyer. He leads the way with 10 points, 5 points for Landon Wheat, 4 points for J.J. Kendrick, 2 points apiece for Trey Mack and Jamarion Washington. Again, your halftime score, Circle 36, Parsons 23. We'll take a 2-minute break and be ready for the second half when we return. You're listening to Viking Basketball on V93.
At Labette Health, we've earned our place as a top 100 hospital in the nation for joint replacement. Serving a 6-county area since 1961, Labette Health has also earned national recognition as a respected regional medical center renowned for its comprehensive healthcare services and commitment to high-quality patient care. With over 80 physicians and providers throughout southeast Kansas, Labette Health is 100% devoted to medical excellence. For more information or to find a provider near you, call 620-421-4881 or visit labettehealth.com.
At Labette Community College, we're passionate about medicine and compassionate about people. Our highly trained instructors provide innovative career-specific education in the field of diagnostic medical sonography. Do you already have an associate or bachelor's degree in healthcare? Earn an additional certification in sonography. LCC offers a 12-month completely online program with a clinical component. In as little as 1 year, specialize in OB, abdomen, or vascular. For more information, text pound SONO to 620-293-6671 today. Apply online at labette.edu. Labette Community College is meeting the need for an increased demand in qualified radiographers. Our radiography students will train on the latest technology in a hospital simulation environment.
I wanted to be able to go into a career where I could help people. And if you're going to go into that field in this part of the 4-state area, LCC is the only place to come.
Tuition is nearly half the cost.
And we're back live at Harold C. Johnson Gymnasium, getting ready for second half action. 36-23, Circle on top. They will send out, looks like, their original starting 5 of Kalman, Chadwell, Bame, Alls, and Kane. Vikings will send out Wheat, Kendrick, Jesse Jones with those 3 fouls, Washington, Trey Mack. You know, you look down, Jesse Jones didn't score because all that foul trouble. Landon Wheat, only 5 points. Those are kind of their 2 biggest weapons. So we'll see if the Vikings can get things rolling as we get started in the third quarter. Circle stays, wow, in a man-to-man defense, an immediate steal, and getting fouled at the other end is the guy that's been the biggest difference maker tonight, Trevor Kalman. Overplayed that passing lane, and he's got such long arms, Tony, and he's listed at 6'4". Vikings have just not adjusted to his length tonight, and he's going to be rewarded with 2 free throws. He steps up, knocks it down. It's now 1 out of 2 from the line. He leads all scorers with 13 points. That was the exact opposite what the Vikings needed to see to start the second half. Second free throw good. Back to a 15-point lead now for Circle at 38-23. Trey Mack brings the ball up the floor. Let's see if the Vikings can get Jesse Jones going on the offensive end. Instead, a strong move.
Oh, man.
And a late whistle. I didn't know if they were going to call anything or not, but Landon Wheat.
Yeah, he went to the ground hard.
Yes, he did. Kane picks up his 3rd personal. Landon Wheat 1 for 1 from the line tonight. Make it 2 out of 2 as he now has his 6th point. I don't know, Tony. 25-6. That's a huge hole to put yourself in. Vikings trying to fight back into it.
Good offensive rebound. Oh, he lost it.
Washington had the offensive board and then had his pocket picked. Driving to the other end, we have a foul in the paint and 2 free throws coming for Chadwell. He has 8 points. Again, he sat a good chunk of the second quarter. 7 of his 8 points came in quarter number 1. Now Washington of the Vikings has 3 personals. Chadwell's free throw, in and out, no good. He'll have 1 more. They were 6 out of 7 for 86% in the first half. Vikes were 6 out of 10 for 60%. Chandler trying to give the T-Birds a 15-point lead, and he does. 39-24. Circle on top, 7:29 to go in the third quarter. Vikes get it into Mack, right back to Kendrick. JJ down the top of the key, lost his footing, gets it back. Needs help. Has Jesse Jones even touched the ball yet?
No.
Mack in amongst the trees, cannot score, and then the big guy, 6'5", Cam Bame, gets the rebound, then threw it away. Nobody touched it. That should go to the Vikes. Yeah, that's the right call. Vikings have to get Jesse Jones involved.
They're not even looking his way.
There we go. And the Vikes are going to throw it away. They need to get it into the front court. Kendrick does. Bounce pass. There's Jesse with it in the corner. He's going to dribble out top. Washington almost lost it. He does lose it. This will be a layup at the other end. Nothing going right for the Vikings. This is similar to how the first quarter started.
Yep.
Johnson will check in. Vikings struggling with this zone press of Circle. Down 41-24 now. It's a 17-point bulge for the T-Birds. Mack from the free throw line. His jumper no good, and rebounded by who? Kalman has it. There comes Cam Bame. T-Birds nearly threw it away. Kalman, nice move in the paint. Oh, I didn't see any contact. I thought it was a clean block, but he's going to the line to shoot 2.
That's 4 on Washington.
Yes, it is. He picks up his 4th. Okay, this is just almost exactly how the first quarter started. Kalman's free throw is good. Vikes just have not had an answer for him tonight. He leads all scorers with 15. Washington heads to the bench with those 4 fouls. Johnson into the lineup, as is Sawyer for the Vikes. 42-24. I know I think they've had at least a 20-point lead tonight. That second free throw in and out, no good. Landon Wheat skies for the rebound. Vikings down 18, 6 minutes to go in the third quarter. Kendrick throws it away. Miscommunication, and they've just been out of sorts most of the evening. Connor Chadwell brings it into the front court for Circle. And poked away by Jesse Jones. Will he finally be able to? Oh, he got bumped, and he scores. Great play by Jesse Jones. You see an example of what he's capable of. Marcus Young picks up the foul, his second. So Jesse Jones, after all that foul trouble, finally breaks into the scoring column, gets the free throw to go.
The old-fashioned 3.
And it is 42-27, 15-point lead for the Thunderbirds. Young with it, guarded by Jesse. Jesse tried the Vikes to switch to a 1-3-1. See how Circle wants to handle this. They find a man wide open underneath for the layup. Logan Nice gets his first basket. 17-point lead for Circle, 44-27. Sawyer, who's in double figures tonight, is going to launch a guarded 3. It's off the mark, no good. And there the Vikings rebound get the offensive board. Nice job by Wheat. And then driving to the basket and getting fouled is Kendrick. Vikes will take it out. Logan Nice picks up the personal. Here comes Zach May, 6'3" junior, replacing Cam Bame. So 5:03 to go in the third quarter. 17-point lead for Circle. Johnson to Sawyer for 3. Got it.
Man, that looks smooth. So smooth.
13 points tonight for the 5'9" sophomore. 44-30. Circle by 14. Kalman with it. Vikings stay in that zone. Near steal out top. And a trap in the corner. Nice dribbles out of it. Kalman for 3. Couldn't get it, but an offensive board and then a foul. And going to the line to shoot 2 will be Zach May.
Parsons fouls on number 42, Demias Johnson.
Demias Johnson picks up his first. It's not that easy to rebound out of the zone, but the Vikes, they just cannot let Circle have second chances. And wow, I thought he was going to get
that was going to go in.
I thought he was going to get the lucky roll, but it didn't work out for the 6'3" junior. May will have one more. A couple more subs in as Coach Crawford continues to run him in and run him out. Nick Alls and Landon Boldra back on the floor. Second free throw is good. May gets his first point, and Circle continues to pick up full court. 15-point lead. Sawyer almost loses it. Now to Jesse Jones. Jones gets a screen, splits the defense, lobs it up, and it's tipped away. That was good defense by Circle. Actually, thought he was just going to put up a little bunny there in the paint. Three-pointer from way outside and off the mark, no good, and Jesse Jones gets the rebound. Quickly up ahead to Sawyer. Gets into the paint, gets bumped. Probably a good call. Circle's not sure about it.
Pretty hard foul.
May picks up his first personal. And it's like team fouls are even at 4 apiece. Sawyer's first free throw. That one's off. That's his first miss from the free throw line this evening. He was perfect in the first half. He's the Vikings' leading scorer tonight with 13 points. Trying to get the Vikes to within 14 here. Shot is up. It's good. Here again, Tony, it's almost like you can see where when the Vikes play like they're capable of, these teams are actually probably pretty even.
Yep.
Circle obviously has a size advantage. But, since that horrible first quarter, the Vikes have outscored Circle.
Yep.
Vikes stay in a zone. All's with it out top. 1-3-1, a near steal. Little floater from the baseline, no good. And look at that offensive rebound. May from 15, got it.
That's what we can't. Every time they get an offensive rebound, they make it on the second try.
I don't think the Vikings, I don't know. That's a frustrating sequence there for Parsons. Sawyer open for 3. Nope, but a great offensive board and stick back by Landon Weed. He gets his 8th point of the night. Still a 14-point lead. Again, Tony, if we can just get it down to even going into the fourth quarter, if it's a 10-point game, you have to feel like the Vikes at least have a chance. Circle working against his zone. Find a man underneath. May got it. They have really picked apart this zone. 5 points for May, back to a 16-point lead for the T-Birds. Trey Tullis will check in. Kendrick with it. And he gets fouled, and that'll be the 5th team foul on Circle. I think they got Marcus Young, his 3rd.
Marcus Young, his 3rd personal foul, team foul number 5.
And more subs coming in. Chadwell. And the big man, Trevor Kalman, 6'4" senior, leads all scorers with 15 points. Kendrick to throw it in from the baseline. In the corner to Sawyer. He takes a tough 3. It's off the mark, no good. And rebounded out by Kane. 16-point lead for Circle. 2:23 to go in the third quarter. They find a man open. I can't believe he didn't shoot it. Now he gets double teamed and loses out of bounds. It'll stay with Circle.
They pass the ball really well.
Yeah, they have had no trouble at all with this Viking zone.
Just quick, crisp passes.
They just look like the better team, the more experienced team. Off the and then over the back off a missed shot on Kalman.
Kalman didn't like it, but that was the right call.
That's his 3rd personal. And the team's 6th, so at least the rest of the way the Vikings will be shooting free throws. And hopefully they can knock them down and figure out a way to get back in this thing. 49-33, a 16-point lead for Circle. 2:10 to go in quarter number 3. Kendrick Loses
Another
it.
turnover.
Boy, tried to get it to Wheat, and Circle was ready for it. Layup at the other end, goes down. Nice drive by Chadwell. He now has 13 points. And then a foul on the sideline. Sawyer will shoot 1 and 1 at the other end. Should be 1 and 1. Coach Crawford saying that Sawyer pushed off, and he may have a legitimate beef. I think I think Chadwell, who picked up his third personal, I think he kind of caught a forearm in the jaw, and he will head to the bench. Replaced by Brandon Claycamp, 5'10 sophomore. I don't think we saw him in the first half.
No, this is his first time.
Wow, it's an 18-point bulge. So front end of the 1 and 1. Good. I'll tell you, Sawyer, he's been the one bright spot tonight for the Vikings. He's been really active. Most of his points, Tony, have come at the free throw line.
Yep.
And he's pretty much been money at the charity stripe. Second one also good. He now has 16 points to lead the Vikes. 30-second timeout called by Coach Houck. We'll keep it right here at the gym. 51-35, a minute 51 to go in the third quarter. Tony, I keep throwing out that 10-point margin. Can we get it down to 10? And every time you think maybe, then Circle has an answer.
Yep. I mean, there's a lot of things that can happen to score some points quickly, and a lot of it's on, if you press the ball.
Yeah.
But, with Jesse Jones having 3 fouls, it's hard to have him pressing on the ball. But, man, they have to have somebody that's going to be able to, whether it's Trey Mack and Sawyer, a couple guys, J.J. Kendrick, try to get some steals, because we're just not getting the steals. I mean, Jesse had a nice steal earlier, and then that and one, which was his only points, but we got to have more of that.
Vikes go with the zone press, broken easily by Circle. You mentioned how well they passed the ball, Tony, and it was on display right there. 16, that's a travel. Oh, they called the foul instead. Kendrick picks up the personal.
Parsons fouls on number 1, J.J. Kendrick, his first personal.
Just his first personal. 5th team foul. 16-point lead for Circle. They led by 19 at the end of the first quarter, led by 13 at halftime. Vikes in a man-to-man. All's with it. Looks like they're going to try to run a little bit of clock here. And there's the steal. Jesse Jones ahead of the pack. Lays it in. Vikes need a lot more of that. 5 points for Jesse Jones. Vikes to within 14. Almost a backcourt. That was very close. And another steal. Landon Wheat has it. Goes up and lays it in, and he's fouled. I don't think there was any contact at all.
We'll take it.
The Boldra, I think, got whistled for it. Nope, they're going to actually get Cam Bame on the foul.
At the line, shooting 1 for Parsons, number 5, Landon
Wheat in double figures now with 10.
Checking in for Circle.
51-39. This is the closest the Vikings have been
in a long time.
In forever.
Since the first 4 minutes of the game.
Right. Landon trying for the three-point play. It spins out. Tough break. Bame with it. Now hands it off to Alls. 1 minute to go in the third quarter. 12-point lead for Circle. Bame thought about a three. Puts it on the floor. Near steal. Vikes taking some chances. Shot is missed. Rebounded by Jesse Jones. Up ahead to Trey Mack. Vikes trying to get it down to 10 points. Floater no good. Rebound.
Nice rebound by Landon.
Oh, it's going to be, I don't know what happened there. The Vikes just turned it over. Wow, they had a chance to get it down to 9 or 10 on that trip, Tony. And now a foul by Sawyer. Tough sequence for Sawyer. I think he just lost his grip on the ball on that turnover. Now he commits his third foul of the night. Team foul number 6. 28 seconds to go in the third quarter. It's a 12-point lead for Circle. Nearly a 5-second count. Boy, that had to be close. Down to 22 seconds. Alls has it at the top of the key, guarded by Sawyer. Nice. Kick it out. nearly a turnover. 8 seconds to go. Bame with it. Throws it up a wild shot. He got it to go. Wow.
Unbelievable.
Vikes get off a desperation heave. It's no good. Tough way to end the third quarter. 53-39. Towanda by 14. We'll be back with quarter number 4 in 30 seconds. You're listening to Viking Basketball on B93.
At Labette Community College, we're passionate about medicine and compassionate about people. Our highly trained instructors provide innovative career-specific education in the field of diagnostic medical sonography. Do you already have an associate or bachelor's degree in healthcare? Earn an additional certification in sonography. LCC offers a 12-month completely online program with a clinical component. In as little as 1 year, specialize in OB, abdomen, or vascular. For more information, text pound SONO to 620-293-6671 today. Apply online at labette.edu.
Probably all in all the best quarter the Vikes have played tonight. Digit deficit for the Vikes right now at 54-45. Trey Mack with one more. Got it. 54-46, 6:33 to go. And Tony, now maybe a little bit of doubt can start to creep in.
Yeah,
to
8
Towanda
points.
Circle.
Yeah, if we can get some kind of a steal here, or have them miss a shot.
Yeah, they look a little tentative right now. And a near steal. Is it a tie-up? It's a tie-up, and the Vikings have it. This is spectacular. I don't know who's going to win this basketball game, but the Vikings have never. They could have thrown in the towel 100 different times tonight, Tony. And here they are down 8. With a chance to get a little bit closer. They get it into Sawyer. It's interesting, they haven't been using Jesse Jones to bring the ball up.
No, they haven't.
He's usually the primary ball handler. Sawyer almost turned it over. Needs to get it back. Hands off to Jones. Jesse wanting to make something happen. Vikes down 8. About 6 minutes to go in the game. Guarded closely by Nice in the corner to Mack. Kendrick got fouled. He goes to the line to shoot too.
Wow. No time coming off the clock and a chance to get it closer. That's what you asked for right there.
Picks up his third. 5:57 to go in the game. 54-46. 2 free throws coming for J.J. Kendrick. He made his last 2, and that one's good. Landon Wheat checks into the lineup, replacing Sawyer. 54-47. This is unbelievable. What a comeback by the Vikings. That one's going to be off the mark, I believe it is. So it's a 7-point game, 54-47. Here comes Circle. Marcus Young with it. Vikings come out to trap, and a near steal. 3-pointer from the corner. Off the mark.
Oh, no.
Offensive rebound, a putback, and a foul. I believe the basket counts. Wow. They got Washington, his 5th. Tough break for the Vikes. I thought they had that rebound, Tony.
Yeah, it was within his grasp, and he just couldn't do it.
Marcus Young somehow corralled the loose ball and then made the putback and got fouled. Washington sees his night end with 5 points. Johnson into the lineup for the Vikes. Young trying to push it back to a 10-point lead for Circle. He's 2 for 2 from the line. It's on the way. It's way off the mark. Didn't even hit the rim, so that'll go over to the Vikes.
Got a little bit of a break there.
56-47, 9-point lead for Circle. We had a timeout called by the Vikings. 5:39 to go in the game. Circle leads at 56-47. We'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Viking Basketball on B93.
At Labette Community College, we're passionate about medicine and compassionate about people. Our highly trained instructors provide innovative career-specific education in the field of diagnostic medical sonography. Do you already have an associate or bachelor's degree in healthcare? Earn an additional certification in sonography. LCC offers a 12-month completely online program with a clinical component. In as little as 1 year, specialize in OB, abdomen, or vascular. For more information, text pound SONO to 620-293-6671 today. Apply online at labette.edu.
Your score, Circle on top. They've led wire to wire here tonight. They led 25-6 at the end of the first quarter. The Vikings have fought back valiantly, got to within 7. And right now they're down by 9, and the Vikings have possession. This time looks like they might try to get the ball into the hands of their senior Jesse Jones and let him bring it up. He has not really handled the ball a lot tonight. He had 3 fouls back in the first quarter. There's the steal. They changed to a zone press, and I think Jesse Jones just picked up his 4th foul. And actually, that's probably a good foul because there's going to be a layup at the other end. Jesse picks up his 4th, be 1-1 at the other end. And from what we've seen so far, Tony, Circle, pretty good free throw shooting team. So that's going to make this comeback nearly impossible to pull off, even though the Vikings have done a great job getting it close. Chadwell, the front end, is good. He now has 14 points. He's 3 out of 5 from the line. Back to a 10-point lead for Circle. Second free throw on the way is good. Well, the Vikes had it down to 7. Now Circle pushes it back to an 11-point lead. 58-47, 5:25 to go in our game. Jesse Jones for a long 3. Got it. Jesse Jones, we've been waiting for that all night. He's just been on the bench a good chunk of the night. 58-50, Vikes within 8. They almost had a steal. Vikes going to do a lot of chasing here the last 5 minutes of this game. Nice drive on the baseline. Blocked. Vikes have it. Vikes down 8. Chance to get a little bit closer. Kendrick trying to force the action. Gets fouled, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2. Foul.
Kalman, I think.
Yeah, it'd be great if he could get put on the bench with his 5th foul. Yeah. I think Circle and about everybody else in the gym thought this was going to be a cakewalk for the T-Birds, the way that first quarter went. First free throw goes down for J.J. Kendrick. He's finding the rhythm. He now has 8 points. Kalman heads to the bench with those 4 fouls. 58-51, 4:54 to go in the game. If Kendrick gets this one, it is just a 2-possession game. It is good. Vikes have hit 8 free throws here in the fourth quarter.
Wow.
58-52. Vikes go with that 2-2-1 press. And I'm telling you, Circle's feeling a little bit of pressure right now, and who can blame him? Nice spin move. Get it to Bame. 4:40 to go. They're a good passing team. That's a foul, and the shot is no good. Tallis picks up the foul. Just his first. Both teams in the double bonus the rest of the way. Bame has not been to the line tonight. He has 4 points. 58-52, Circle by 6. 4:36 to go in the game. Free throw on the way is good. They're 4 out of 6 from the line here in the fourth quarter. 7-point lead for the T-Birds. Second free throw is also good. Looked pretty smooth on those 2. Bolger, we haven't seen much of him here in the second half. He's back on the floor. Trey Mack replaces Trey Tallis in the Viking lineup. 60-52. Vikes need some help getting the ball in. They get it in to Mack, right back to Kendrick. Vikes down by 8. Kendrick, aggressive move. Kicks it out to Sawyer, fakes the 3, goes baseline. Look out. Oh, he couldn't finish. Here again, may have been bothered by the length of Circle. That was a big moment in this ball game. 8-point lead for Circle. 4:15 to go. They're a good passing team. That's a foul. in our ball game. Here's a three-pointer from the corner. No good, and the Vikes have it. Vikes need a basket on this trip. They're down 8, 4 minutes to go. Great drive, and it goes down for J.J. Kendrick.
I thought he got fouled, Scott.
I thought he did too. Vikes within 6, 3:55 to go in our game. Chadwell with it. Gets it over to Kane. Over to Boldra. Can the Vikes figure out a way to pull this off? Wide open three. No good. Rebounded by Jesse Jones. Jesse looking to force the action. Off to Kendrick. Oh, they're going to call an offensive foul. I don't know about that one.
He was out of control a little bit, it looked like. I thought they were going to call a travel if they didn't call
That's what I thought. I thought maybe it was going to be a traveling violation. Wow, Vikes had a chance to claw even closer.
Yeah, I would have liked to see them slow that one down just a little bit.
Down 6, 3:33 to go. Circle breaks the press, a little bit easier that time, but there's a trap and a near steal. Oh, he's out of bounds. Stepped on the sideline. 3:28 to go in this game. Coach Crawford frustrated. Who can blame him? His team has dominated this game. And all of a sudden, the Vikes only down 6 with a chance to get even closer. 3:22 to go in the fourth quarter. Sawyer got tripped, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2. Foul on Landon Boldra.
Oh, my goodness. Wow. Unbelievable.
By my count, Sawyer 8 out of 9 from the line tonight. He has 16 points. First one on the way is good. 17 points. He leads all scorers tonight, Tony.
Yeah. Kalman just checked back in with those 4 fouls. 3:20 to play.
60 to 55. 5-point lead for Circle. They have led the entire night, led by as many as 20 points. Sawyer's second free throw, good. J.J. Kendrick replacing Johnson, 60 to 56. 4-point lead for Circle. Vikings continue to go full court. Jesse needs to make sure he doesn't pick up that 5th foul. Kalman with it. Vikes back off a little bit to get it to Young. He's double teamed. There's a foul on Sawyer. I'm not sure that's what Coach Houck wanted. That's his 4th personal. I don't think you want to put Kalman on the line. He has 15 points. 3 out of 5 from the line tonight. First one on the way. Got the roll. 61-56. 5-point lead for Circle. 3:09 to go in our ball game. Again, if you're joining us late, Vikes trailed by 19 points at the end of the first quarter. Second free throw goes down for Kalman. He now has 17 points to lead the way for Circle. They will pick up full court. Kendrick to throw it in for the Vikes. Gets it into Jones. I thought Jesse got fouled, no call. He's into the front court with 3 minutes to play. Vikes down by 6. Kendrick puts it on the floor. Nowhere to go. To Jesse. He lost it. Did it go off Jesse's leg? You're going to say it stays with the Vikes. I don't know if Parsons got a break on that or not. 2:51 to go.
We'll take it.
Vikes down by 6. Every possession critical the rest of the way. Trey Mack. Nope. It's going to be J.J. Kendrick to throw it in for the Vikes. Then maybe we want to try a lob. Nope. I thought they were going to try to lob it to Wheat. Kendrick, triple teamed. He's in trouble, needs help. Out to Sawyer for a big 3. Off the mark, no good. Rebounded by Kalman. Boy, that would have got it down to a 1-possession game.
Man, that was
6-point lead for Circle with 2:35 to go in the game. Vikes still playing chase. Kalman with it, guarded by Sawyer. He has 4 fouls. Nice. Tipped away, and it's... that would have possibly been a layup at the other end, but either way, it's a turnover. Circle throws it away. Ethan Kane into the lineup. Also Cam Bame into the lineup. And Nick Alls. Tony, there's still time.
Yeah.
2:25. The Vikes just have to convert. Down by 6. Here we go. J.J. Kendrick looking to make a move. Got bumped. But he scores anyway. J.J. Kendrick gets it to go off the glass. Vikes within 4, 62-58, 2:10 to go in our game. They break the press. Layup no good, but a foul on Landon Wheat.
Man. So close.
Believe it or not, that is just the second foul on Landon Wheat. He hasn't scored here in the fourth quarter, but he is in double figures with 10. 2 free throws for Chadwell. He hit his last 2. It's off the mark, no good. Vikes need to box out. 4-point lead for Circle. One more free throw coming for Chadwell. It's on the way. It's good. 16 points for the 6'2 junior. 5-point lead. Vikes having trouble getting it in. They finally get it into Jesse. Up ahead to Sawyer, and he took steps. Tough break there for Parsons.
Yeah.
As they need to take advantage of every offensive possession. Now they desperately need a stop. 63-58, 5-point lead for Circle. Less than 2 minutes to go. They break the press and get a wide open layup. That's not a backbreaker, but it's awfully close, Tony. 65-58, 7-point lead for Circle. Minute 53 to go in our ball game. Circle takes a full timeout. So we'll take a 30-second break of our own. You're listening to Viking Basketball on B93.
Labette Community College is meeting the need for an increased demand in qualified radiographers. Our radiography students will train on the latest technology in a hospital simulation environment.
I wanted to be able to go into a career where I could help people. And if you're going to go into that field in this part of the four-state area, LCC is the only place to come.
Tuition is nearly half the cost of universities. Scholarship and financial aid available for those who qualify. Text radiography to 620-293-6671 for more information or visit labette.edu.
And we're back live at Parsons High School. Minute 53 to go in the game. Vikes will have the ball coming out of this timeout, but they now trail Tony 65-58 after crawling to within. They got as close as 4. Did they ever get to within? Yep. I think that's as close as they got.
4 is as close as we got.
So, I mean, what do they need to do down the stretch? I guess be perfect, right? Yeah. Everything's got to go right on both ends of the floor. I know Circle has a 1 full timeout remaining. I am not sure if the Vikes have any timeouts left. Full court press by Circle. Vikes having trouble. They get it into Sawyer. Nice look to Wheat. And he lays it in. I thought he got fouled as well. Layup is good. Wow. Vikes within 5. Minute 40 to go. Could have been steps. Circle gets it in the front court. Minute and a half to play. Vikes down by 5. Pressing Circle all over the floor. Taking a lot of chances. Circle not going to shoot, I don't think, unless they have a layup. Probably going to make the Vikings foul. Kalman with it. Over to Kane. They kick it out. They're doing a great job. We talked about what a good passing team they are, and we're seeing it on display right now. Kalman with it. Minute 5. Vikes are probably going to have to foul somebody, and there it is. Landon Wheat commits his 3rd personal. Gonna send Cam Bame to the line. He hit his last 2, and he looked pretty smooth on those last 2 free throws. He has 6 points on the night. If he makes both of them, it'll become a 3-possession game. Minute 5 to go in our contest. Free throw, no good. He missed it. Vikes have fought so hard to come back from that huge deficit. They were down by 20 points a couple of different times in this ball game. Got to within 4. Right now it's 5. It's short. Rebounded by Wheat.
That was huge.
Vikes still have a chance. Minute to play. Kendrick. Nowhere to go. Wheat in the corner. Kendrick. Look. Good look underneath to Wheat. He lays it in. It is a 1-possession game. The Vikes call a timeout. 14 points for Landon Wheat. It's a full timeout, but we will keep it right here. Wow. Tony, I cannot believe we are in this situation.
Have a
65-62, 3-point lead for Circle. 48 seconds to go in the game. Both teams in the double bonus rest of the way. I'm almost speechless.
Yeah, I mean, we have to try to steal, and then if not, foul. And if they can, I mean, hopefully miss one or two, then we still have a good shot. But with 48 seconds, I mean, if we shorten the game or lengthen the game, I guess, by fouling them and giving us more possessions. But at some point, I think we're going to need to hit a key three.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, I'm not sure what's going on with Jesse Jones, but he just doesn't seem like he's getting open, or I don't know. It's just
the defense on him has been very good tonight, and I think he set out the entire second quarter, and sometimes it's just hard to get into the flow of the game. And we're about ready for action. Man, can the Vikes get a steal in the backcourt? They're only down 3. They're going to trap. A near steal by Mack. Up ahead. Look out. 2-on-1. They threw it away. Circle had a 2-on-1 fast break, and they threw it away. And, Tony, that's what we were talking about earlier. If you can just get it close.
Yep.
No matter how good this team is, they're still teenagers.
Yep. And they pull Kalman out because he's got those 4 fouls.
So here we go, the Vikes with a chance to tie on this trip. They get it into Jesse Jones, 40 seconds to play. Jesse into the front court, out of control. It's tipped out of bounds, it'll stay with the Vikes. And that's probably about as good as anything that could have happened on that possession.
Yeah. Looked a little out of control there.
Kendrick to throw it in front of the Viking bench. Here comes Logan Nice, replacing Boldra. The Vikings can get within 1 or tie on this trip. They only have 4 guys on the floor. Okay, here comes Marcus Young. Kendrick to throw it in. 35 seconds to go. Vikes down by 3. They get it into Mack. Vikes need an outstanding possession. JJ in the paint. Nowhere to go. Out to Mack. 25 seconds to go. They need to get it to Jesse Jones if they can. Sawyer gets fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. 19 seconds to play. 3 subs will come in for Circle after this first free throw. Sawyer's first free throw. Got it. He has been money from the free throw line tonight. I think 11 for 12 or 11 for 13. He's shot so many, I'm losing track. Second free throw, good. It is a 1-point ball game with 19 seconds to play. 65-64. And the Vikes commit a foul out at half court. Ethan Kane, 14 seconds to play. It'll be 2 shots. He has not been to the free throw line tonight. Even if he makes both, Tony, it is just a 1-possession game. 6'3" junior. First free throw, no good, he missed it.
Wow. Unbelievable.
Vikes have to box out. They cannot allow Circle to get an offensive rebound. Now what's going on? They have 6 guys on the floor. That's a technical. That is a technical foul. It should be a technical. How will they not call it? Coach Houck wants to, he's saying, why isn't that a technical? I'll be curious to know what Coach Houck, what the explanation is. That should have been a technical. 6 people equals a technical.
Yeah, but that's, when you're at the free throw line, I think it's a different.
They're talking about it right now. Will Coach Houck argue his way into getting this technical foul called? That's right. He had already shot. Let's see what the refs are going to discuss this. All 3 are going to get together. I think Coach Houck is right on this, Tony.
Yep.
I don't have a rule book in front of me, and I don't have the rule book memorized, but there is a chance this is a technical foul because Circle had 6 guys on the floor, and I think the free throw shooter had the ball. Well, they're not coming over to. Coach Houck isn't going to get his way. I don't think, because they would have. Otherwise, they would already came over Tony and assessed the technical.
Awarded it, but that's all right. What we did is we rattled the cages.
Yeah.
I mean,
if nothing
no matter
else,
what, even if he makes this free throw, it's a 2-point lead. It's either a 1-point or 2-point lead.
So no technical assessed. Kane with 1 free throw, trying to give Circle a 2-point lead. It's up. No good. That should have been a foul. The Vikings have it with 10 seconds to play. They're down by 1. Jesse Jones with 7 seconds. Calling for a screen with 5 seconds. Jesse looking to make it. Puts it up. No good. It's over. Circle hangs on and wins it. 65-64. I think the Vikes took a little too long, Tony, to get going on the offensive end.
Yeah, that was a heck of a ball game.
You had the guy that you wanted to have that last shot had it. It really wasn't that close.
Yeah.
At the end, he missed. I don't think he got the rim. I would have liked him to shoot a little bit sooner and have a chance, like Landon Weed, to have an offensive rebound. But the Vikes were just, they were out of timeouts, I'm sure. And, wow. Yeah. That is one of the most amazing basketball games I've seen in a long, long time.
Yeah,
Vikes down by 19 at the end of the first quarter, down by 20 points in the second half, and came all the way back, got to within 1.
Had a chance at the buzzer.
And had a chance to win it.
Yep.
And I'll be curious to know why the technical wasn't assessed. The officials did get together. They didn't ignore Coach Houck. They got together and discussed it on whether or not there should be a technical, and they said there shouldn't be. Tough loss for the Vikes. They fall to 0-3 on the year, 65-64. Let's take a 3-minute commercial break, and then we'll be back with the Bowen Pharmacy postgame show. You're listening to Viking Basketball on V93.